In this video, there is over 3 hours of tutorials step by step on how to set up a side hustle using AI and how to make money with it. Here we go.
Before I get into it, what really is the point of a side hustle and how do you approach thinking about one? The way I see it, there are 2 ways you could think about it. Firstly, you could think of it as something that would give you an immediate second income. So this includes things like babysitting, part-time retail jobs, dog walking, essentially anything that would feel like you're picking up a second job that is tying you into more work. This can be great for an immediate boost in your income. You have additional money coming in each month and you're not relying on just one income stream anymore. But A, it still has a cap on how much you can make from it, and you have to keep working to have that extra income coming in. And B, it may not be something that fulfills you and that you get excited about. The second way to think about it is as something that is on the side that is your own, that sparks joy in you, that matches your unique skills and interests with something that other people are willing to pay you for. It's flexible in terms of how much or how little you want to earn from it. You have complete autonomy, and it can, if you wanted to, scale it into something that completely replaces your full-time income. For me, the second approach is the way I like to think of side hustles, and that's essentially how I treated this YouTube channel when I first started out. It didn't feel like work. I could work on it whenever I wanted to. If I didn't want to work on it, I didn't need to. And it was the thing that overlapped what I enjoy with the thing that I can get paid for. So with that aside, let's look into some of the side hustle ideas that you can look into, starting with number 1, writing. The quote, "Content is king," is originally from an essay Bill Gates wrote in 1996, where he described the future of the internet as a marketplace for content. 28 years later, content is definitely the king, and almost all content stems from some form of writing as the base. It could be writing scripts for videos. It could be creating content and writing for websites. It could be writing product descriptions for online stores. It could be something as simple as writing catchy posts for Instagram. Laura Belgray started off as a fact checker for an author, and then she moved and wrote for a magazine, and slowly she made her way up. And before she created a copywriting agency, she used to charge up to $950 an hour for writing snappy phrases for Instagram. And on some days, she made up to $6,000 a day to write inspirational quotes for another business on Instagram. I'm not suggesting you'll earn $6,000 per day writing posts on Instagram from the start, and almost like everything, it takes a while to make a good living from this. Laura Belgray had a decade of experience before she got to this level. But if you're just starting out, as more people run their own business online, there is and will be more demand for people who can write words for those businesses. And there are loads of free ways to show off your writing skills. You could post your own original quotes or tips on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. Even if it's not in the kind of writing style that you want to offer, it still helps you stand out to your target audience. I'm currently working with a copywriter on 2 of my products, and I found him through Twitter. He was posting his work and reviewing the copy of other creators through his Twitter feed. You can also write and publish stories and articles on Medium, or even build your own website and fill it with words that showcase your skills, and have a page on that has a Hire Me section and allows other people to contact you for more information.
All right, side hustle idea number 2 is to be a content curator. Now, this is distinct from a content creator. Content creator, I mean, it's all semantics, but a content creator, I would say, is someone who creates content, whereas a content curator is someone who curates what other people have already created. So there's a bunch of interesting ways of doing this, and one example is this guy Eduardo Morales, who has an Instagram account called Pinlord, and basically decided to create a business where he curates and sells enamel pins. Yeah, it's kind of weird. And Eduardo grew his Instagram account Pinlord from 0 to over 100,000 followers on Instagram in less than 2 years. And according to this article, he makes $3,500 a month from this business that he's got. Now, first point to say here is that 2 years is pretty quick. If you're watching this and thinking, oh shit, it took him a whole 2 years to start making a full-time income, then you have got the whole money thing completely wrong. It's going to take time, especially if you're trying to make stuff in the content business or in the product business, which are J-curve businesses, but I'll talk more about that in a second. It does take time to do this stuff. Let's take medicine, for example. That is a 6-year degree and then a 10-year training pathway, at least in the UK, to then be making 3K a month, 4K a month, 5K a month. So you can't really have the audacity to say that you want all this money and all this freedom and all this fun and flexibility and stuff without also putting in the work for a very long period of time. But anyway, I just want to read you a quote from Eduardo. Last month, I made over $3,500 from my Instagram. Before starting Pinlord, the repost account where I curate and sell enamel pins, I had no experience building a social media or online business. I'm also not an influencer. I'm not particularly social, and I definitely don't have a fun and exciting life to show off on Instagram. I learned how to monetize my Instagram account by making an effort to understand how the platform works and putting in the work required to execute the right activities at a high level for a long period of time. Trust me when I say it, if I can do it, anyone can. Now, I'm not telling you this example to say go and make an Instagram account and try and grow to 100,000 subscribers selling enamel pins. Like, that's not the vibe. The point of this video is to give you some inspiration and to show you a few different paths that you can use so that you can apply them to your own context. Another guy that I follow is called 𝗧𝗃𝗃, and essentially he has built his audience on Twitter and Instagram and I think LinkedIn by basically curating insights and summaries from books that he read. And it's really good. I follow him for book recommendations. It's great. He posts on Instagram. He posts some of the highlights from the books that he's read, but he's not really creating anything, which is not a bad thing, by the way, Alex, if you're watching this. He's curating. This is great. You don't need to necessarily be a content creator, you can be a content curator. But he's got a large enough audience now that he can basically monetize through whatever means he wants, and he's done it through content curation rather than content creation. Now, there is a problem. There is a problem with content businesses, and that is that content businesses are generally what we call J-curve businesses, which is that at the start, for an unspecified length of time, you're kind of in the negative because you've put in time and effort into doing this thing. So for example, YouTube is a content business. It took me 52 videos and 6 months to get my first 1,000 subscribers, and I wasn't even monetized until 12 months into my YouTube journey, where every single week I was making 1 or 2 videos, and those videos were getting a few dozen, a few hundred, sometimes even a few thousand views, but I was making 0 money. It was a pure sinking of time and effort and blood, sweat, and tears into this YouTube channel. It was also fun. I found a way to make it fun, which is my whole philosophy that my book is around, Feel Good Productivity. Wait, where is it? I want to show it off. My book, Feel Good Productivity, How to Do More of What Matters to You. It'll be linked down below, feelgoodproductivity.com if you want to check it out. But my point is, this is a J-curve business because it looks like a J. You're in the negative for a long time, and then you hit an inflection point, and the hope is that you will then go into the positive. This is the same thing with Jack Rains, for example, and also Alex and Books and any of these writer type people. You tend not to make money immediately. You tend to have to put in this period of like negative money because you're investing time and you're not seeing the return and you're hoping for a payoff over time. That's not to say that this is a bad way of starting a side hustle. It's just you have to recognize the fact that it is a J-curve. And in the game of content, there actually aren't really any guarantees because your work also has to be good and it has to hit the right audience, and you might not necessarily know that. But this is not a very quick way of making money. If you want a quicker way of making money, what you're looking for is a non-J-curve business, which is, for example, let's say this is time, let's say this is money, and you're starting over here, you're looking for something that lets you make money basically immediately. This is a non-J-curve business. And then it could look like this, or it could look like this. Like, it could look like anything, but the point is you don't have that period at the start where you're investing time and money and maybe effort into the thing, and it's not getting you a return just yet. And non-J-curve businesses tend to be service-based businesses. Actually, let's add some more nuance here. Okay, so we've got service, we've got product, and we've got content. We've got those 3 different types of business. Within service, product, and content, you can have J-curve and you can have non-J-curve businesses. The crucial determining factor is the friction of sales process. And shout out to my friend and mentor, Daniel Priestley, who we also had on the Deep Dive podcast, link up there and down here or below, for like introducing me to this model of thinking about business. Let's say you go into the local supermarket and you want to buy some chocolate, and then you go to the checkout, you buy the thing, and it's done. Cool. That's a fairly low friction sales process. You just walk in, you pick the thing and you walk out. Or alternatively, let's say you want to buy something on Amazon. Again, very low friction sales process. You just go on the website, you buy something and it arrives at your door. When you have a low friction sales process, you tend to get a J-curve business. So for example, a supermarket is a very, very, very J-curve business in that you have to invest a lot of time, money, effort, loads and loads of money into building the premises, getting the stuff, getting the stock and everything and everything and everything. And then at some point you're hoping that the low friction sales process means that loads of people will buy from your supermarket and eventually you'll start to make money. But now imagine, what does a high friction sales process look like? A high friction sales process is when a business has to try and actually convince someone to part with their money. So for example, let's say I'm a web designer and I need to get clients. I have friction to my sales process because I need to go out and find the clients, and I need to hop on a call with them, and I need to see what they want, and I need to understand their requirements. And then once I've done that, I can give them a proposal, and then they can choose to pay me for my services. Loads of friction in that particular sales process because someone is not just handing over their cash for like an easy product, it's a conversation. And that brings us to this whole services stuff, because service businesses tend not to be J-curve businesses.
Discord building. This is Chris Peters, and he's on track to make $15,000 a month from building and managing Discord servers, and he's only 19 years old. I remember first chatting with Chris a couple of years ago. He must have been about 17 at the time. I had just started my free Discord group and had absolutely no idea what I was doing. He messaged me and offered to help me for free, so I took him up on that offer and he completely revamped my server. Over the years, I've been more and more impressed with Chris's work ethic and quick thinking, so it's fair to say I'm not letting him work for free anymore. more. If you don't know, Discord is basically this all-in-one communication hub with text, voice, and video chats. It started off just for gamers, but now it's pretty versatile, used by all sorts of communities and businesses. There's a huge opportunity here because as the usage of Discord increases, there are people like me a few years ago who have no idea how to operate it. It's complex enough to confuse a beginner, particularly those of an older generation, but simple enough for a youngster to learn in a short amount of time. I mean, Chris started his Discord business while he was still at school sitting his GCSE exams, and I was one of his first clients. Just remember to offer huge value up front before asking for any kind of payment. If you do good work and make yourself indispensable, you'll start earning big.
Moving on to our next free side hustle, it's Pinterest affiliate marketing. Did you know that you can do affiliate marketing using a visual search platform like Pinterest? Affiliate marketing is when you recommend products or services, and if someone makes a purchase through your links, you get a commission from every sale. For example, on Pinterest, you can link every pin image with a collage of products, for example, to a specific post on LTK, and it's one of the affiliate networks that I use. So it removes one extra step compared to Instagram, for example, where users must first go to your profile and find your link in bio. So on Pinterest, users get your affiliate cookies to their browser just by clicking on the Pinterest pins. This is a Pinterest account with over 10 million monthly viewers, and you will see that although she does have a website attached to this Pinterest account, she still posts about half of her pins, linking them directly to her LTK posts, like these two that have "like it" in the URL. They are linked to her LTK posts directly. When you click on the image, you will see the post with many products attached. Users can click on particular products and shop them. In this case, we see here joggers from Nordstorm. The best part is that the content on Pinterest can be faceless, so you can just make images that display collages of products. You can get away with only images on Pinterest. In fact, images usually drive way more traffic than video pins.
FanView. This is the new way that AI-generated influencers are making money. And for those of you watching that don't know what an AI influencer is, don't worry, I'll quickly show you one. So this here is 𝗖𝗃. She is one of the most famous AI influencers. She isn't a real person though. All these photos that you see here are fake and they have been generated with AI, but they look incredibly real. And so her creators have developed a following on her Instagram by posting photos of her. And the creators were also interviewed by Forbes, and they revealed that they make nearly $11,000 a month from this account. And I'll show you how they do it. So if you click on the link in her Instagram bio, you'll be taken to her link tree. On here, you can open up her FanView account. It usually costs about $15 a month to subscribe. And well, when you do, you'll get access to private, shall we say, adult photos that are posted exclusively for subscribers. But that's not all, because FanView has recently added a built-in AI chatbot that you can train to respond to followers, and a voice AI bot which can leave followers personalized message by cloning a voice that you give it. So not only do subscribers to 𝗖𝗃 get her private photos, but they also get to directly message her. And as you can imagine, there are plenty of people that are very happy to pay for this. And it's completely free for creators to join FanView. Like with Patreon or OnlyFans, they just take a commission cut each time that you make a sale. Plus, AI influencers are also making money with another similar free tool, Crush.chat. It works a lot like FanView. You can register with your AI influencer to create an account to post private content, and it also has a built-in AI enhanced chatbot too. But of course, if you're watching this and you want to make money with these tools, you need to have your own AI influencer first, right? And well, there is an insane free tool that will help you do that called 𝗧cie. It is an open source AI art generator that is free, which has been specially designed to be amazing at generating hyper-realistic photos. And I know it's amazing through personal experience for creating AI influencers, because I actually made a video on this channel showing step by step how I downloaded and installed 𝗧cie for free and then used it
to create my own influencer. And honestly, I found installing it surprisingly easy. Just come to the GitHub page, which I'll have a link to in the description, then click on the versions button and then select to download the latest full version of 𝗧𝗃. Then once you've downloaded it, you just unzip the file and then you can click to run any version of 𝗧𝗃 that you like. To generate AI influencer photos, I like running the realistic version of 𝗧𝗃. And then once the app is finished running, 𝗧𝗃 will automatically open. 𝗧𝗃 uses your internet browser to run its software for free. And once it's opened, you can then just come in and click the settings that you want, such as that you want photorealistic images. And then that is it. You can now prompt it and describe what you want your AI influencer to look like, and it will generate them for you. But the hyper-realistic photos that this app creates is just one reason why this app is so crazy. Yep, the other part that makes it crazy is the face swap tool. You just put in the photo of the influencer into it and then ask it to generate new photos. And now it'll generate these photos for you while also using that same face that you just generated before. That is the secret as to how 𝗖𝗃 and other AI influencers are able to post photos like these that have the same consistent face in each photo, tricking you into thinking she is real. It is using the face swap tool to do it. No joke, it genuinely blows my mind that this is free. And here is yet another mind-blowing AI tool that is also surprisingly free, which is making AI influencers a lot of money, Roop Unleashed. This is a free open source tool that makes realistic, deep fake videos like this. But I've got to warn you. At the start of this video, I told you that some of the apps on this list are going to be so crazy that they're controversial. And seriously, I was not kidding. As you will see, Roop is super powerful, and that can be used for both good reasons and not so good reasons, depending of course on how you choose to use it. But yes, as I said, this tool creates deep fake videos. So here, for example, is 𝗖𝗃. She is one of the more popular AI influencers. Well, a big part of how she got so popular is through deepfake videos. Her creators have made these dancing videos featuring her face, and they go viral within Instagram Reels. Like, take this video here of her dancing. It's had 1.3 million views. But of course, this isn't actually a video of her. Nope, instead what's happened is that they have taken a video of somebody else dancing and then they have used a tool like Roop to put her face onto the video. And to show you how it works, I came here to Pixels, a royalty-free stock photo and video website, and I did a search for a woman dancing. And I found a royalty-free video clip like this that I'm allowed to download for free. Then I came to the GitHub for Roop Unleashed and I clicked code and I downloaded the installation files. Then I came to another app, Windows Visual Studio, and I downloaded it. Using this app, you can run and install the open source code from GitHub. While installing it, make sure to select to install the desktop development with C++ workload and the game development with C++ workload. Then just let it install. Once it's installed, you'll need to restart your computer. This process took me about 30 minutes. After that, I then unzipped the Roop Unleashed files and I opened the installer folder and I clicked to run the program. Microsoft might warn you that it's not official software. I just selected to run it anyway. Then it'll run the program and download and install the Roop files. This process took me about 10 minutes. And then once finished, Roop will open in your internet browser and now you can use it. Upload a picture or photo, such as a picture of your AI influencer. And of course, upload the video clip that you want to make a deep fake out of and select to use the face from the first frame. Then scroll down and click run, and now it'll switch the face of the person in the video with the picture that you uploaded. And for me, this process was surprisingly fast. It took a few minutes. So check it out. This here was the photo of the AI influencer that I used, and this here was the video clip that I uploaded, and this here is the video clip that Roop Unleashed created. As I said, it's just absolutely crazy, isn't it? And it's even crazier when you remember that this app doesn't even cost money. It's 100% free. Yep, if you'd like to give it a try for yourself, you can of course find a video on pixels to give it a go with like I did. Plus you can also come to this free website here, 𝗃𝗃𝗃.com, which is another royalty-free website. Just switch the search from images to videos and then you can come and do a search for any type of video that you'd like to download for free.
The next side hustle we're talking about today is becoming a handy person. So yeah, basically a handyman or a handy woman. I think this is such a great side hustle because it's really not that sexy. Not that many people do it. But if you guys think about it, there is so much demand for things being built on campus. For example, if people are moving into their dorms, they're gonna need furniture built. And yeah, this is really where you can come in and offer this high value service. When done right, you should easily be able to make between $30 to $50 per hour. Now, of course, to be good at this, you do need to be pretty handy yourself. You need to be able to build things, and you do need to be willing to sweat a little bit. What I would do is I'd sign up for Thumbtack. I'd post something on Craigslist as well as different Facebook groups. I'd then tell literally everyone I knew in college that I can actually help them build their furniture or things like that. And slowly word of mouth will spread. You can even offer all-in-one services like going to the nearest IKEA or furniture store, buying the product, and then building it for your client. You can get really creative with this. And if this is something that you actually are good at doing and enjoy doing, then really it's such a great flexible job that you guys can do while still studying. If you can, also create some flyers, put them up in the student dorms, and then share on social media that you can help people with building their furniture, moving, hanging things on the wall, stuff like that. Trust me guys, there's a lot of demand for this. There are a lot of students out there that don't want to do this themselves, or they're just too lazy to, or they actually physically cannot. And so yeah, that's where you can come in and turn this into an actual business. Super flexible. You guys can just coordinate a time that works for both of you. And that way it's not going to interfere with your classes and studying and other group activities.
So 2 years ago, I was a doctor working 80 hours a week at the hospital. And at the time I decided to start a side hustle. And since then, that side hustle has evolved and allowed me to leave my job and work on my own terms. Now I work whenever and wherever I want, and I want to help you do the same. Now, I'm not saying that side hustles have to become your main hustle, but I will show you that it is possible. And if anything else, it's always nice to have a little bit more income, right? But let's keep one thing straight. A side hustle is not a job. If you want a job, you can go work at McDonald's or Starbucks, or you can drive Uber or something. But what I'm talking about is starting something that has potential to compound over time the more you work on it, so that someday it could give you more freedom and flexibility in your life. Create digital products. A digital product is anything that comes in digital format, so it doesn't involve shipping and manufacturing. Some examples would be digital downloads, software, ebooks, music files, courses, videos, and templates. A simple way to get started is to just think about the apps or software that you use the most and then make a template for it. We use Notion every day, so we've made Notion templates for productivity systems, for second brain systems. For students, we've made study templates, finance trackers, resume builders, and we've made anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000 a month selling these various templates. But take, for example, someone like Thomas Frank, who's made over $100,000 a month selling Notion templates. And one of the main reasons why he's so successful is because he also has tons of educational content talking about Notion. Now, if you're a beginner, then you can easily make a few $1,000s a month if you take it seriously and put your templates for sale in multiple marketplaces like Etsy, like Gumroad, or Whop, or even the Notion gallery itself. But let's zoom out a bit, because Notion isn't the only software, right? You can make templates for anything, like for Canva graphic designs, you got 𝗧ci for photos, presets for videos, web design templates. You can make note-taking templates for apps like GoodNotes on the iPad. And I'll just go ahead and leave a bunch more ideas here that you can just kind of take a screenshot of. You're welcome. We're still on number 1, but you just got a whole bunch of ideas. So what I recommend you do is to just take a few minutes to think about all the apps and software and tools that you use on a regular basis. And if you figure out a nice workflow for these tools, then you want to package that workflow into a template and then put it for sale. And when you're starting out, I wouldn't worry about the market being saturated or too competitive. That's actually a good thing, because it means that there's a proven concept and that there's demand for it. What I would focus on instead is making your digital products for a very specific target audience. Take our project manager template, for example. I'll leave a link here and below if you want to check it out. But basically, we built it for a very specific niche purpose, which is managing projects in a very streamlined workflow. And as you can see, it was a big hit. And over time, we took feedback and expanded on the concept. The best part about selling digital products is that you can spend one time building it, but you can sell it again and again and again because it costs nothing to make a copy of a digital product. And just remember that ideas are worth nothing unless you take action.
Amazon product arbitrage.
So I've sold almost $5 million worth of name brand products on Amazon.
$2,000 profit off the shipment.
Going to TJ Maxx today to see what I can find to resell on Amazon.
And there's a lot of people making 6 figures a year doing this full time, but you can also do it on the side and make a little bit of extra cash. So what you do is you're gonna wanna download an Amazon barcode reading app. You can scan any product in any store and it'll tell you how much that product is selling for on Amazon. So go into local deal stores like TJ Maxx, Walmart clearance section, Ross, Marshalls, and look for deals. When you see something that's marked down or on clearance, scan it with the barcode scanner and see how much it's selling for on Amazon. Maybe they're selling in the store for $5, but they sell on Amazon for $30. Sometimes they will even have an entire pallet or an entire rack of those products. You could buy 100 cell phone cases that are selling on clearance at $5. When you scan them, you see on Amazon they're selling for $29. Buy them all, take them back to your house. All you have to do is package them up and ship them into Amazon. And when they sell, you get the cash. Now, like I said, there's a lot of people making great money doing this. As you do it more and more, you're gonna see which stores have great clearance items and which products are gonna sell best. You can do this with books, you can do this with electronics, you can do this with clothes. So if you're already going to these stores anyways, you might as well get this barcode scanning app and scan some products and see if there's anything that you can get some good profit margin on. Just buy and take home and then resell for more.
Next on the list is going to be tutoring. And this is one where when I was in college, I actually started doing this. So when I was in college, I wanted to become a pharmacist. And in order to get into pharmacy school, I had to take this test called the PCAT. That's the Pharmacy College Admissions Test. Now, I ended up studying extremely hard for this test. I also did a ton of research to figure out what the best resources out there were, because to be honest with you, a lot of the resources that most people were studying turned out to not be very good. So I ended up taking the test. I scored extremely well on it. I almost had a perfect score. And my study partners that I was studying with told a bunch of other people about my score. And all of a sudden, I started getting hit up by a bunch of people who wanted me to tell them how I scored so well on the test. So the first few people I went ahead, I told them everything I knew for free. But it got to the point where there were so many people asking for my time that I started charging money. And at first I wasn't charging all that much money at all, $30 an hour, something like that. But then as more and more people asked me, I started charging more and more money. And eventually it got to the point where I was charging over $100 an hour. I believe the best that it ever got was about $180 an hour I was making. And all of this was because I scored really well on a super random niche test. Now, how does this apply to you? Well, if you have taken a test like the ACT, SAT, and you scored well, this could be really good for you. But how about AP tests or IB tests in high school, right? So let's say you took the AP chemistry test or something like that, and you scored really well on it. That's something you could tutor people for. Or let's say you got into a college that a bunch of people want to get into. That's another thing you could tutor people for. Or let's say you're taking the MCAT or the LSAT because you want to get into medical school or law school. That's also something you could tutor people for. And also, if you're good at a subject that most people aren't good at, like mathematics or organic chemistry, again, that's something you could charge a lot of money for. And let's say you're not good at any of that stuff. At the very least, you can tutor people in English, because I assume that you are listening to this, you can understand English, and you can get paid pretty good money for that as well. So yeah, tutoring is a phenomenal way to make money in college, maybe the best possible way. You can make money right off the bat doing this. This gets a 10 out of 10 money score. Next on the list is going to be an online influencer. And this is one that I see around on YouTube quite a bit, of course. And of course, this is something where I started it myself. The first video that I ever uploaded to YouTube was all the way back in like 2010. And I played this game called RuneScape. Now, a lot of people might know RuneScape. I was really into it for many years. I probably wasted a lot of time on it, but there's also a lot of good memories I had there. But yeah, I would PK people on RuneScape, which is basically where you fight other people. And then I would upload those videos to YouTube. Now, I never planned on becoming like a famous YouTuber or anything like that. I basically just did it for fun and to be able to show my friends some of my best PKs. And I didn't start making any real money on YouTube until about 2020, right? So this is something that I did for a hobby. I also watched like thousands of hours of YouTube. And then eventually I started doing it myself and I ended up making money from it. Now, one thing that I will say is there has never been an easier time to become an online influencer. It is much easier now than it was 5 years ago, for instance. And there's also never been an easier time to actually make money as an online influencer. Most of the time, in like 2015, for instance, people who uploaded videos, even the ones who were extremely popular, were not making enough money to actually quit their job and do it full time. But now it's actually quite easy for you to do this comparatively. But with that being said, this is not something that you can do very easily. But there are going to be some people watching this video that are in a position where they would be able to grow relatively fast. And let me tell you who those types of people would be. So I've seen a lot of people who, for instance, go to Ivy League universities, leverage the fact that they got into an Ivy League university to grow their channels extremely quickly. So for instance, let's say you're watching this and you're going to Yale, Harvard, Princeton, etc. You can go out and interview people from Harvard and upload those videos on YouTube, do some pretty good editing, and there's a very good chance your video is going to get a lot of views. Another thing you can do is talk about how you were able to get into an Ivy League or prestigious university. You can also do like a day in the life of a Harvard student or something along those lines. Same thing goes if you're a medical student or a law student at a prestigious university. And same thing goes if you're watching this and you're like a doctor or something like that. It's actually extremely easy for you to grow a channel if you do it in the right niche and you're in the right situation. But yeah, I have to be honest with you, this is one where you're probably not going to be able to make money right away. So for that reason, I'll give this one a 6 out of 10 money score.
When I started out, I didn't have a penny to my name. My family hardly had enough money for food, which meant I was always eating around at my friends' houses. Looking back, I think this was a good thing, as I had to find a way to make money. It wasn't a choice. So I started thinking about all the services I could offer to earn some extra cash. I did everything from washing cars to mowing the neighbours' lawns. These side hustles still work. However, if you don't want to get your hands dirty, then there are some great side hustle based ideas that you can do online. The demand for a good video editor is sky high. My son Curtis used to do this when he was younger, and he managed to make around $10,000 a month. Seriously guys, I know a handful of YouTubers that are screaming out for a good editor, but here's the thing, not all people who can edit are good editors. Most people who call themselves an editor don't actually have the full package. I want you to think of editing like the yin and yang symbol. The black side is the technical skill. You need to be able to cut and chop around, add music, and do all that complicated stuff. But on the white side is the storytelling skill. You've got to be able to structure the story in different ways to draw out emotions and keep the video interesting and the viewers engaged. I'd hire a great storyteller over a technically good editor any day of the week. So if you can edit and you've got a knack for storytelling, then this might be the right side hustle for you. Remember, there's so many different options when it comes to editing. There's long form content like podcast, short form like TikToks, and even YouTube videos like this one. Find a format that you enjoy the most and go for it. The last thing I'd say on this is that when I've recently been trying to hire video editors, most of them aren't very impressive. So take it from me, it really doesn't take much to stand out.
Spreadsheets. So for example, this shop is selling all kinds of budgeting, bookkeeping, and financial planning spreadsheets. They're all built in Google Sheets, so anyone who buys it can use it right away. And it also looks like a lot of time and effort has gone into building these. There's all kinds of graphs, charts, and tabs, and that's really what the customers are paying for. They just want something that they can download and use. They don't want to have to worry about building it all out for themselves, so the $10 price is well worth the time it'll save them. The cool thing is, they've already done over 12,000 sales in the last 11 months, which means they're already making over $120,000 a year. This would be a very straightforward path to $10,000 a month. Now, here's another shop doing the exact same thing, except they have some higher ticket listings, which are selling for over $200 each, which is just crazy. Now, they started in March of last year, and just by staying consistent with it, they're now on track to make over $20,000 this month. Making this product would require you to have some skill in Google Sheets or Excel, but besides that, there's really nothing too fancy going on here. The thing is, these shops just create some kind of budget tracker or financial planner, and then they use unique targeting to get them to sell. For example, it's much more profitable to target a couple's budget planner rather than just a plain old budget planner. It feels like it's filling a specific need when in reality, it's a very similar product. Targeting a family budget or a couple budget or a debt payoff tracker, they're all fundamentally the same product, just with different customer targeting. This shop idea is probably one of the harder ones, since you do need to learn the skill of building out the spreadsheets. You can start this business for free in Google Sheets, so there's absolutely no startup costs. And there's clearly huge profit potential here since not many people are competing to make this product. And again, it's mostly passive profit since these are all digital products. Pretty much anyone could make these spreadsheets because there's no design skill required, there's no math involved, it's just assembling the sheet, which is kind of boring to do. I'm sure that with a little help from ChatGPT and maybe 10 hours of work, you could put something together yourself. I should also mention that it's really an evergreen product because once you make them and post them for sale, there's hardly any competition that's going to try and compete with you to sell the same product. But maybe you are a little bit more of the creative type, and if that's you, you could consider selling personalized portraits. Now I know this one sounds hard at first, but just hear me out. Shops like this one popped up about a year ago, and they're already pulling in some good sales numbers. Now, after a rough start to the year, they're now pulling in some more consistently high months. They're just selling these custom portraits of family and pets. Now, if I open one up, you can see it's about $12.60 for the digital download, which means, again, they're making mostly profit when selling these. Or take, for example, this shop that's selling these royal-style pet portraits, which I've talked about before. Now, some of their individual listings have brought in tens of thousands of dollars each, and their overall shop has been massively successful over the last 4 years. But if you're not an artist, how would you get art that looks like this? The answer is, of course, AI. There's all kinds of AI tools that we could buy to convert the customer's photos into a drawing-like image. And since AI can make several styles, you could list several styles for sale. We could also use AI to generate the background and body for this style of royal pet portrait. And then just by learning a little bit of Photoshop magic, we can place the customer's pet's head on top of it. I covered this in a dedicated video, and I still think it's one of the most underrated options. Granted, it's not as passive as some of the other options, but the payoff could be well worth it if you're looking to make some income online. I think that the graphic design, Photoshop skills scare a lot of people away, but personally, I think this side hustle is on the easier side, or at least in the middle. Now, the startup costs would be a little bit higher, between $30 to $60 a month if you're paying for the AI and Photoshop. But again, there's free ways to do all of this, like using Photopea instead of Photoshop and so on. There's huge profit potential here because these items have a super high perceived value. Also worth noting that this product can be sold as a digital file or a print-on-demand physical poster.
Idea 3. Make online content. For decades, millions upon millions of dollars have been hoarded by the traditional media. I'm talking about the radio stations and television networks. The public had no idea how much money was in advertising until YouTube opened their doors for the public to create their own content. Then the curtain was well and truly lifted. The traditional media hate it, and that's why at every opportunity they try and discredit social media. The people leveraging online content are dipping their hands into the previously extremely guarded money pot and rightfully taking their fair share. It still shocks me how some people don't understand how content creators make money. I mean, the concept of advertising is hundreds of years old, and online ads are far more trackable than just putting a random advert on the TV and hoping it increases a business's sales. Here's the best piece of advice I've received about social media. It's not if you do it, it's how well you do it. So how can we use it to make money? Well, it's like I previously mentioned, you can start a YouTube channel, and once you reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, you can start getting paid from the adverts on your videos. Whenever I say this to people, they come back with something like, well, the people that succeed are just lucky. Maybe this was the case a couple of years ago, but now if your content's good and designed for the algorithm, you will be successful. The harsh truth is, too many people think their content is good when it's actually just terrible, and no one wants to tell them this. This is because they only ask family and friends who sugarcoat the truth to protect their feelings. If you want an honest judgment, you need to ask people who don't care about offending you. Care more about people who don't care about you. It's best to pick whatever you feel the most comfortable with, be that writing, taking photos, speaking into a microphone, or recording a full-blown video. As long as you can capture people's attention, then you're onto a winner. It's also worth mentioning that picking a niche is important. In the early days of the internet, you could get away with talking about anything and everything, but now there is so much competition that you need need to specialize in something in particular. Think about it like your favorite TV show. Every time you tune in, you kind of know what to expect, similar characters, locations, and storylines. So you want to make sure your viewers know what kind of content you produce and put it out on a regular basis. This also makes it a lot easier for you to attract sponsorship opportunities. I like to think of every video I put on this channel as a little asset that will make me money for years to come. It also helps that it's extremely fun to make content. So how much time does content creation take? I'm going to give this a 5 out of 5 rating, as it's one of the most time-consuming things in the world. I'm not going to beat around the bush, but making content is a long, hard process. I mean, this video has probably taken us more than 5 days to produce. However, the upsides are worth it in my opinion. Just think, the harder that something is to do, the less competition you actually have. Now, how much money do you need? This is a 1 out of 5, as you really don't need much to start. I see way too many people buying the latest equipment or going on crazy long courses to learn how to create content. This is a terrible idea. You just need to become an avid consumer of whatever you want to create. Take the good parts from all of those different things and then mix them with your own ideas. There's a great book about this called Still Like an Artist. Most importantly, how easy is it to make $100 a week? Well, this has to be a 1 out of 5 too. Within a couple of months of starting this YouTube channel, it was able to make more than $100 per day, and you can do the same. No wonder the traditional media wanted to hoard all this money for themselves. The opportunity is insane. Idea 4, start private investing. Now, I want you to imagine you're an investor on Shark Tank. An entrepreneur walks in with an incredible business you think you can help with, and they're looking for some money to expand. You have the opportunity to get in on the ground floor of this business. Are you going to take the risk? How about if you're having a conversation with a family member and they share their plan for a world-dominating business and they just need a small amount of money to start? If you answered yes, then private investing could be for you. Your first step is deciding which kind of private investor you are. There are 2 main types, sharks and angels. Some stay angels and some morph into sharks, but it'll help you to know the difference. Angels often invest in businesses run by friends and family. They often don't have lots of money nor an interest in taking control of the business. They're generally seen as nicer and more forgiving, hence their name. On the other hand, sharks may invest small amounts of money but have deeper pockets. They may also seek a controlling interest at the start, as they're confident their expertise can make the business more profitable and therefore grow their investment. I'm personally more inclined towards the shark end of the spectrum, as I like to have as much control over my investments as possible. But whichever private investment strategy you pick, you can also combine it with content creation. Believe it or not, the actor Ryan Reynolds is a great example of this. He's one of the smartest people on the planet right now, and I'm not exaggerating. He's extremely good at playing the everyday guy, but under the mask, he's a business-savvy venture capitalist with many multi-million-dollar exits under his belt, giving him a net worth of over $350 million. He finds interesting companies, offers to buy a small percentage as an angel investor, uses his social media to drive up the value, and then when the company sells, he gets a huge check for tens of millions of dollars, and this is almost all passive income. It's genius. Now, of course, Ryan is a worldwide star, but you can replicate this strategy on a smaller scale and use it to make a lot of passive income. I mean, even if you could replicate 1% of his success, that would give you a net worth of $3.5 million. So how much time does private investing take? I'm going to give this a 2.5 out of 5, as it takes a while to find a business that you really believe is worth investing in. Don't just jump into anything. Take your time and carefully consider if you can see that business being successful in the future. You also have to ask the entrepreneur how dividends will be paid and their ultimate exit strategy, as that's how you're going to get the majority of your money. The actual investing part doesn't take long, as it's just a case of handing over the money and being assigned your percentage of the business. Now, how much money do you need? I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5, as it really depends on the business that you're investing in. I've personally invested anywhere between $1,000 and $100,000. Of course, the earlier you get in, the less you're going to have to invest, but also the more risk you're taking. So you have to decide how much risk you're willing to take. If you do this, I'd also recommend making more than one investment, as I've often found that one good investment can make up for 9 bad ones. But importantly, How easy is it to make $100 a week? I'm going to rate this a 2 out of 5 as it really depends on your negotiation skill and how much you invest. I've invested $5,000 in a business and helped them to upgrade their equipment as well as helping them grow their client base. I started making an easy $100 per week in dividends. The more value you can offer, the more you'll get in return, as you aren't taking money out of the entrepreneur's pocket, but instead helping to grow the pot of money for everyone.
So this next work from home side hustle is so easy that I almost couldn't believe it at first. So an EIN is basically like a social security number for a business. It's a number that the IRS requires every single business in America to have. And this number can be created in literally under a minute and for free. But most business owners either don't want to set this up for themselves or they don't know how to. And this presents a massive money-making opportunity for you because you can start creating these numbers for businesses and earn 100% profit doing so. And yes, people are actually getting paid for this. If you go to Fiverr.com and search set up an EIN, you can see that people are charging anywhere from $35, $50, even as much as $135 to set up an EIN for a business. And these people are getting a lot of sales. And remember, okay, this is something that takes maybe about a minute to complete and is 100% free to do on the IRS website. Also, you can see here that if you add more services like setting up an LLC or doing a company name search, both of which are also free and really easy to do, you can charge up to $100 or more for these services. And the best part is that you don't need any special skills, licenses, or anything to set these things up for businesses. And then you'll set up a new gig saying that you'll create an EIN for businesses. You can then repeat this process on Upwork's Project Catalog, Guru.com, and Freelancer.com to get as much exposure as possible. And once someone hires you, all you would do is simply go to irs.gov, hover over File, and then click on Apply for Employer ID Number, and then click on Apply Online Now. You would then go through and answer a few questions which the person who hired you will have given you, and that's it. After maybe 1 to 2 minutes, the IRS will automatically spit out an EIN number, which you would then give to your client. Even if you were only charging a modest like $35 per gig and you were doing even just 3 per day, that's about $3,000 per month just for spending a few minutes per day applying for EINs. And if you offered other services like setting up LLCs or doing business name searches, then you could probably make double or triple that amount of money. And for something that takes literally minutes to complete, I would say that that's pretty decent money. Probably enough to quit your day job.
I don't like my job, and I don't think I'm gonna go anymore.
So there are regular people on TikTok who aren't even creators making tens of thousands of dollars per month using a brand new feature called TikTok Shop. This feature allows millions of people to discover and buy products directly on TikTok without ever leaving the app. And there are people taking advantage of this by creating videos of themselves using products and then selling those products directly on TikTok. And they're making a lot of money doing this. Now, I already know what you're thinking, but Joshua, I don't have any products to sell, and so I guess I can't do this side hustle. Well, the good news is that you actually don't need any physical products in order to do this. In fact, the smartest way to do this is by not holding any physical inventory, because you're not risking losing money if nobody buys your products. And so the best way to do this side hustle is with a tool that I found called Zendrop, which we talked about in a previous side hustle on this video. Basically, this tool will connect with your TikTok shop and allow you to sell physical products without ever needing the physical product on hand yourself. And that's because when someone buys a product from you on TikTok, Zendrop will automatically source and ship the product to your customer for you. The only thing you have to do is first decide on what types of products you want to sell and then make videos on those products. And here's exactly how you do that. First, we need to figure out what products are actually selling on TikTok right now. And there's basically 2 ways to do this. The first way is by simply scrolling through the videos on TikTok Shop and seeing if there are certain types of products that are trending or selling better than others. The other way is by using Zendrop's product search feature, which shows you all of the products that are getting the most sales right now. Now, one thing that you'll want to do is make sure that you filter products that only ship from the US. And the reason this is so important is because TikTok Shop will only work with products that are shipped with a US tracking number. And so you have to make sure that the products that you're selling on TikTok Shop are being shipped from the US. And you can do that by selecting using this ships from US filter. And so let's just say that you wanted to start selling this ultrasonic jewelry cleaner. Now, this product actually doesn't ship from the US, but this is just an example for this video so that you can see exactly how this side hustle works. And so let's just say, for example, that we wanted to start selling this ultrasonic jewelry cleaner. Well, the next step would be to actually start making videos about that product. And you might be wondering, well, how exactly am I going to start making videos about a product that I don't actually have in my possession? Well, it's actually very easy. Have you ever seen those videos where there's somebody reacting to another video? Well, this is a great way to repurpose someone else's content without just directly stealing the content and getting in trouble. And so what you would do is you would go and find content or videos about the product that you're selling, add the video to one of Canva's templates, and then add myself in the video reacting to it, and then add some text telling people to click on the link in the video to buy the product. And just like that, you've got this video that you can post on TikTok to start selling this product. And I know this works because there are already people doing it and they're getting a ton of views on their videos. Now, something else that you could do if you really wanted to put yourself in the video actually using the product is you could get a sample of the product from Zendrop shipped directly to your house, where you would then be able to record your own videos of yourself using the product. And again, there are videos like this on TikTok that do really well. And so using this method would definitely work too.
The biggest barrier to earning extra money on the side is time. So to help you overcome this impossible hurdle of finding time between work, cooking, cleaning, family, kids, and all your other commitments to earn some good money on the side, you can start today. Welcome to bank scalping. Banks know that it's notoriously hard to get customers to switch banks. Once you are there, you are done, because most people cannot be bothered to move banks. Well, for this reason, banks throw silly money to get new customers like you to switch banks. But wait, I know what you're thinking.
Nick, I don't want to move banks because that's a pain.
I know, and that's why you can actually do this without moving banks. There is really no limit on how many bank accounts you can have in your name. So when the incentive is to switch bank accounts, you can always use a dummy account of yours to do this, all the while your existing bank account is completely left alone. Let me give you an example of a current offer by First Direct, who are currently offering £170 if you open an account with them and then deposit £1,000 into the account in the first 28 days. Yes, £1,000 might be a lot initially, but there are other smaller offers with even lower requirements that you can do to build up to get there. This way, you can take advantage of more and more offers as time goes on. How much can you make from this? Well, currently there are 6 offers with a combined payout of £781, but there are new offers appearing all the time with new banks. So I can safely say that over the next 12 months, you can easily make over £1,000 with as little much as 1 hour's work every 3 months. £1,000 isn't bad for just 4 hours work a year, right? But if you are stuck for a bit of startup money to take advantage of these offers, then the next side hustle has you covered, as you can make money completely from scratch. At 2, we have a not so well known app called Roamler. Roamler was founded in the Netherlands, but it's now widely used all across Europe. The app is super simple. Big brands want people to go into retail and hospitality outlets to make sure their latest flavour of noodle, or maybe a new range of dog food, or even the latest gin is being stocked on the shelves in the store near you. Brands like Pepsi, Revlon and Peroni want your help, and they're willing to pay for it. The Roamler app offers a range of tasks, from simply taking photos of certain shelves, maybe actually buying the product, or even sampling it for you in the form of buying a pint from your local pub. And I'm being serious on that one, that is actually a task on the app. And you do all this and get paid for doing so. The beauty is that there is no minimum requirement for this. Simply do tasks whenever you want. Personally, I do tasks while I'm already out and about. Within the last month, I was quite literally doing a food shop, and I noticed there was a task in the aisle next to me that I needed to take 3 photos for, and I got paid £4 for doing so. The work nearly comes to me. Since starting to use the app back in 2017, I've made over £3,500, but in just the last 12 months, I've made £1,400 without chasing tasks. It's hard to estimate how much time I actually spend using Roamler, but I would estimate over 1 hour a week, which is made up of loads of little tasks between 5 and 15 minutes while I'm already out there. The only catch is that you need to be referred to use the app. So if you check out the description below, I've actually got a link to show you how to get referred. 3 is one that you might have never have considered before, but you really should, and it's renting out your car parking space. If you live near a city, a town centre, a sports stadium, or a busy high street or even train station, then this could be for you. Commuters find parking one of the biggest pains, and having to pay for parking is astronomical, meaning they are more than happy to fork out big money for your car parking space, as it's actually probably half the price than they would pay normally. But you're probably thinking,
how am I going to find commuters who are looking for a car parking space near me, Nick?
Well, that is actually super simple. There's websites like yourparkingspace.co.uk. It's a platform which marries up people with car parking spaces and people who are needing car parking spaces. Let's say I wanted to look for a car parking space where I went to university, for example. If I just drop the postcode into here and hit search, the results show that I could rent out a car parking space here for a whole month from anywhere between £50 to £150 per month. And this isn't just a one-off. You could pick somewhere rural like Bridgnorth, for example, and you could rent out a space for £20 per month, or even somewhere on the coast like Skegness for £50 a month. It's well worth having a look at how much you could make in your postcode. It might just surprise you how much someone is willing to pay to park on your drive just Monday to Friday. On average, I would say you could make £500 per year with as little as 1 hour of setup and maybe 15 minutes per month, just to keep on top of it.
Up next on our list is another really good way for anybody to earn an extra income through this side hustle. And I know you're probably thinking, well, I am probably not going to be able to do this, but hear me out. Have you ever thought that your skills or your knowledge could be worth sharing with other people, or you could teach other people something? I know many people think they have nothing to share, but trust me, you do. A lot of things that seem easy to you are hard for a lot of other people, and you could be teaching that. Here, for example, let's look at Clara. She is an actual yoga instructor, and she decided to take her classes online because of COVID. She began by recording a few very simple yoga routines and then uploaded that on Udemy. And because of that, she was able to turn this side project into a really substantial source of income. And again, Clara is just one example, but anyone who has a passion for something that can be useful to other people can absolutely do the same. And again, you're probably thinking, sure, but on Udemy courses cost $5. How much money can I actually make with something like this? Any course can make between $5,000 to $50,000 per year, and I personally know businesses that make 7 figures selling courses on Udemy. So there is definitely a lot of revenue potential if you use platforms like Udemy. And if you're thinking, okay, but how do I create a course, or how do I bring my knowledge into a course that sells? Well, you don't really need a lot of experience or expertise. You just need to find whatever part of your knowledge that can drive some transformation for someone. That could be related to coding, it could be related to yoga, it could be related to how to make the perfect cup of coffee, it could be related to cooking, to decorating cakes, and anything in between. Any skill that you have can become shareable and can become valuable to be shared through a course. And there's lots of digital tools nowadays that are wildly available, and that most of them are also for free, that you could use to turn that knowledge into a steady stream of income. Now let's talk about another great side hustle, UGC or user-generated content. All you need is your phone, though a laptop can help you as well. Starting this side hustle costs nothing, and you don't even have to show your face if you don't want to. You will create short videos for brands, and you will get paid between $150 and $500 for a 60-second video. For example, this college student makes $10,000 a month, but she has 68,000 TikTok followers, so she didn't earn that much when she started. You don't need a large social media following, by the way, because brands will post these videos on their channels. UGC is perfect for beginners, and there are many opportunities, especially in the beauty and fashion niches. Brands prefer real people over big influencers for genuine looking content and for reviews. Besides the payment, you often get free products to try. And there are platforms to connect with these brands like Trends.io, Insense, and there are actually 5 more websites that I will list for you their names here. And you can pause the video and point out their names if you want to. And as you grow your social media following, your rates for UGC can increase, so it's good to have an Instagram or a TikTok account to share your UGC work. You can even create UGC videos without showing your face. Popular formats include showing products in your hands, like unboxing videos, and you can use your voice or even an AI-generated voiceover.
So idea number 8 for generating passive income is creating a business that sells goods or services and then automating or delegating aspects of that business so that the income that you generate from it is reasonably passive. This is the stuff that Tim Ferriss talks a lot about in the 4-Hour Workweek, where there are a lot of businesses that you could make where you're selling a good or selling a service, and then you can delegate, outsource, automate in intelligent ways to make the income passive. So again, using my friend Oliver as an example, on his YouTube channel, he talks about his $1 million Shopify store. He designs, manufactures, and sells these really cool vegan leather kind of desk accessories and bags and mouse pads and that kind of stuff. And this was loads of work in setting up, but now he's got a team of 3 other people that manage the business. And so he spends proportionally less of his time running that business. And so it's sort of passive income for him, even though these days he still does spend around 10 hours a week maintaining things. Equally, if you're going down the service route, I've got a friend who runs Instagram and Facebook ads marketing agency, where he has clients who pay him I think a few $100s per month to manage their Facebook and Instagram ads. And for him, it's like a small amount of work initially to set up the Facebook and Instagram ads, but then it's sort of automated and he's got a team around it and he's using things like Zapier to automate aspects of that business so that each month he has to do a very small amount of actual work to keep it ticking along. So these are different ways of generating passive income from a kind of goods or service-based business, but it's quite hard to get started with this stuff. To get started, we're gonna give this a 4 out of 5 star rating because again, you need to create a business and it's quite hard to make a business that genuinely provides value. Equally, we're gonna give it a 4 out of 5 star rating for making $100 a month in revenue because again, you have to be able to provide value. And providing value is hard. Like, it's not as easy as making an account on a stocks platform, just putting some money in. You actually have to give value to people, which is kind of hard. But the nice thing is once you get started, like with anything, maintenance is a little bit easier. So we're gonna give that a 3 out of 5 star rating. Finally, idea number 9 for generating passive income is to build an app or a website or some kind of software product that you can offer either as a one-off or more likely these days as a subscription service. And there's a whole category of this called SaaS, software as a service. Now, if you look at the website indiehackers.com, there are like literally hundreds of examples of people who have built software businesses that are making passive income, and they share their revenue numbers and they tell you how they got started and they give you their tips. In fact, I was recently interviewed on an episode of the Indie Hackers podcast, which is really cool because I've been listening to it for years and like been following their website for years. And I was interviewed around the concept of starting an online course like the Part-Time YouTuber Academy. Now, I've had a bit of personal experience with this. So when I was at university, I made a website called BMAT Ninja and UK Cat Ninja. So software as a service, it was a question bank for medical applicants applying to medical school to help them do well in the admissions tests. And this was something that me and my brother coded completely from scratch. He and I both know how to code. We learned when we were young. And so we worked over the summer of 2015 to make these things happen. I think in year 1, we made about $10,000. And in year 5 last year, it was around $25,000 from BMAT Ninja. So, you know, it's pretty good money, but it was a lot of work to set these things up. And so in terms of starting out, I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5 star rating because to make an app, it's actually quite hard. You have to know how to code for the most part. You have to be able to offer something compelling and you have to actually build it, which takes a lot of work and is very hard, but it's a lot of fun. And then once you've made it, I'm gonna give $100 a month difficulty a 4 star rating because again, it's easy, well, easy enough. You can make an app, but then getting people to pay for the app is an entirely different kettle of fish. So we're gonna give that 4 stars. But the nice thing is, like with everything, maintenance is a little bit easier. So we're gonna give that a 3 star rating.
Making money online requires a certain level of patience, discipline, and consistency. And that's even more so true when it comes to trying to earn an online source of income using Instagram. But if you're able to follow the necessary steps that goes into building up an Instagram page and monetizing it in the right way, then you're going to be in a position where you can potentially earn up to $50, maybe $100, maybe even more than that
every single day. You need to decide on a niche. Now, when I say niche, for anyone out there that's new to this term, all this means is that you need to figure out exactly what your Instagram page is going to be about before you do anything else. My advice to any beginner out there is to pick a niche that you have some sort of knowledge in. You don't need to be Einstein, but you just need to have some sort of basic knowledge so that when it comes time for you to make the short form content, you're going to be able to do it in the best possible way. Of course, when it comes to deciding on a niche, you can just think about this yourself. But if you're someone that's struggling to know exactly what is the best niche for an Instagram page, you're going to be able to get the help of AI, specifically ChatGPT. It's completely free to use. You're going to be able to come onto it just like this and type in a prompt, something along the lines of, I am starting an Instagram page to post daily videos. What are the top 10 niches that perform well with short form content? And as you can see straight away, ChatGPT is now coming back with all of these different ideas that you're going to be able to choose from. Things like health and fitness, beauty and fashion, travel and adventure, personal development and motivation, tech and gadgets, so on and so forth. You need to make a decision on what link you're going to put in your Instagram bio, because this is going to be the #1 factor when it comes to you being able to generate revenues and profits. And there's a number of different ways that you can make money with Instagram, and there's a number of different links that you can put in your Instagram bio. For example, you can either build a dropshipping store using AI, or you can put links to trending apps that you don't own yourself and you're going to be able to earn affiliate commissions. And there's also the option of building a monetized website and putting that link in your bio as well. But in today's video, I'm going to be focusing specifically on how you can earn affiliate commissions by placing ClickBank affiliate links in your Instagram bio. You're going to be able to sign up for completely free. You need to double check and make sure that ClickBank is accepted in the country that you're from. But creating an account isn't difficult. All you need to do is click on Start Here. Then what you need to do is click on Skip this quick start guide. And then literally it's going to be a basic sign up process where you need to put your name, your last name, phone number, email address, password. And from there, you're going to be able to log into your ClickBank account. So I've just logged into my account over here. And if I haven't already explained what ClickBank is, basically the way that it works is that you're going to be able to create your account as you would have already done. And from there, you're going to be able to get affiliate links for all of the different products that are currently available on ClickBank. So if someone clicks on the affiliate link that you're going to place in your Instagram bio, you're going to be able to earn something called an affiliate commission. And for the purpose of today's video, I'm going to be focusing on the spirituality, new age, and alternatives beliefs category. So I'm just going to click on it just like this. And once you've done that, what you're then going to do is sort the results from gravity high to low. And what the gravity score is showing us is the different products that the various different affiliate marketers all around the world have recently been having a lot of success with. So for example, the one that's got the highest gravity score right now is this one over here called the Genius Wave. And on average, the people that are currently promoting it are earning $42 per every single conversion. So my advice to anyone that is looking to earn money by promoting products on ClickBank by organically growing an Instagram page, what you should do is go over to Instagram and see if there's someone that's currently promoting the same product right now. Because if they're promoting it, that means that there's a high chance that you're also going to be able to be successful when it comes to earning commissions on Instagram. And the way that you're going to be able to get your affiliate link on ClickBank is by clicking on promote over here. Then what you can do is skip all of this stuff over here, but the affiliate link that you need to make note of is this one. So if I just copy it and go over to a new tab, if someone clicks on my link, this is the exact same page it's going to take them to. If they scroll down, they're going to get all of this information about how the brain works. And from there, they're going to see this link where they're going to be able to buy the product. And if they do head over to the checkout and they buy the item for around $39, I'm going to be able to earn a portion of the money that they spent on this product. So that's basically how it works when it comes to deciding on a niche and also thinking about what link you want to put on your Instagram profile for you to make money. I would recommend that you use some sort of link shortening service, for example, Bitly, because you don't want to have the long ClickBank link in your bio, because that's going to reduce the amount of clicks that you're going to get.
I'm going to show you how to make money as an affiliate marketer using Pinterest. This is one of the most underrated platforms for affiliate marketing. I'm going to share 6 or 7 different steps in this video showing you exactly how to set this up, some of the best strategies, some of the best affiliate programs, and some other tips and tricks that you can use to make money on Pinterest. So first of all, I just want to briefly touch on why Pinterest. You know, there's a lot of different platforms you can do affiliate marketing on, Instagram or on blogs, which I really do love. Still using blogs in 2024. Trust me, you can make a lot of money that way. Okay, so the reason why Pinterest is a really tremendous opportunity this year is because it has 500 million monthly active users on the platform. Just for perspective here, that's more than everyone in the United States, and it's about 1/16 of the world population uses Pinterest on a monthly basis. So that is a lot of people. And I feel like it doesn't get enough respect from marketers who just kind of overlook it and they focus on blogs or they focus on other platforms and they forget about Pinterest. There's really a lot of opportunity here. Okay, so with that many users, which actually tend to be mostly female, I'll throw up a chart here, female versus male users on the platform. It tends to heavily skew towards female. We'll talk about that a little bit more, like some different niches potentially. I also want to mention here, look, this is not a get rich quick thing. This is going to take, likely it's going to take months to really get the ball rolling with this. So if you're expecting to make $20,000 this month, it's probably not going to happen. You are realistically probably going to make $0 this month and, you know, maybe $100 next month, and then months and months later, next thing you know, 2 years later, you're making 20 grand a month. Can't promise that, but we've definitely seen it happen on this platform. So don't think you're going to become a millionaire overnight. Just want to make that very, very clear. So pick a niche. For this one, I'm going to just come up with a random brand name. I'm going to call it Harvest Haven Gardening for All, right? And so I'm going to be posting a lot of gardening content, and I'll show you the products I'm going to promote in that, but that's going to be my niche that I choose. So now let's talk about finding products to promote on Pinterest. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with thinking of products before I even make the content so that I can kind of build the content around the products that I want to promote, right? And so how do we find products that we can promote in the gardening niche, right? There's a couple of different things we can do. The easiest one is to start off with something called Amazon Associates. So Amazon Associates, basically you can link to any product on Amazon and you will get a commission as an affiliate marketer for sending people to that product on Amazon. And anytime someone purchases something on Amazon within 24 hours of clicking on your special Amazon affiliate link, you are going to get a small percentage, somewhere between 1 and I think like 8%. I'll throw up the board here, the fee schedule on how much you can make for all these various different niches. You will get paid by Amazon for promoting products on Amazon, right? And so it's called Amazon Associates. I'll leave a link to the page to sign up for Amazon Associates on. But before you actually create an account on Amazon Associates and you can start being an affiliate marketer with Amazon, you need to have a website and you have to have basically a professional brand. Like when you apply for it, they're going to ask, what's your website? They want to see that you're legitimate. They want to make sure that you're not just like some random person like posting Amazon affiliate links in like comment sections and stuff. And so in order to become an Amazon associate, we need to make a site. It's going to cost you a little bit of money to set up a Squarespace site. I think it's like, $20 a month or something. That's kind of like the only cost that's really incurred with this affiliate marketing business. But you have to realize that like in any affiliate marketing business, you need to build a brand around this. You don't want to just be like a person promoting products. You want to be a brand where people look at this and they say, this is a full, gardening and farming brand that I can trust. And so having that, getting all the different social medias as well when you create your Pinterest account is important. So you create your Pinterest account with like, let's say it's, Harvest Haven. I'm also going to grab the Instagram handle. I'm going to grab the Twitter handle, all the other social platform handles as well, like Facebook and the domain for that. Here is the Amazon fee schedule. So with a lot of gardening things, like if we're promoting, say, like seeds or other different types of like a shovel or, different like soil for planting various different things, the fee schedule, we're getting up to 8% commission for people buying these products, right? So like if we have a pin that we have on Pinterest and maybe it's about like the 10 best tomato strains that you can grow and it's in this category, and let's say that someone spends $100 on tomato seeds, we're going to make $8 as a commission for just sending people over to Amazon. So let's go over to Pinterest, and I'm assuming that you already have an account. If not, you can just go through, very quickly sign up. But what you want to do is make sure that you convert your account to a business account on Pinterest. This is going to help with various different things like analytics and then also just using links and everything else. So you want to convert this to a business account because you're going to have ads management manager, but really insights and analytics is going to be very nice to have for us. So I'm going to just click on upgrade here. It's totally free to upgrade to a business account. They're going to ask you a couple of questions here. Basically, what is your business? It just helps them to understand what you're doing. You can say content creator or publisher or really any of these, but I'm going to say that we are publisher or media, because really my goal here is to build a media company around gardening, right? So let's just put this in here. So business name is Harvest Haven, and then for domain, I wasn't able to get harvesthaven.com, so I had to go with harvesthaven.blog. And I do recommend getting .com. I'm just using this as an example here in this video because I just randomly came up with this name, and then I'm going to click on next, and then just decide your business goals. I'm just going to kind of breeze through this here because this is not super important when setting up your business account. So let's kind of just move ahead here to when we get into the actual business account. Okay, so this is what our Pinterest account looks like right now. So we need to get graphics, we need to get a profile photo, a logo, everything else, and then start making pins. What I would suggest doing is go over to Canva. It's free. They have a paid version as well, but you can get away with just using the free version. So let's just log into Canva here. And this is where we're going to create a logo. This is where we're going to create all of our content. And you'll actually notice once you get into Canva, like a lot of Pinterest posts are actually, they use Canva as well. You'll notice like the templates and stuff. And here we go. Here's all these different pins and boards that we can make on Pinterest. But actually what I need to do first is we need to make a logo. So just type in logo here, and we can decide from all these different ones, let's find one that kind of looks like it would work well for our brand. I kind of like this one here. Looks very simple. We can use this template. This one costs money. Okay, so here's one that I like. I'm just going to click on customize this, and then I'm just going to create our basic logo here, right? So let's just overwrite this here and call it Harvest Haven. And what was our tagline? It was going to be gardening for all, right? And then we can change this up a little bit, right? So we can change this to an H maybe, and maybe we want to change this as well. But you know what? For this, we're just going to go with this. It looks good enough for me. This is just an example tutorial here. I'd probably spend more time on it if I was, wanted to actually build this seriously. So now that we have all of this set up, we have our website set up, we're in affiliate programs, we have this ready to go. Now we can start to make those boards and make those pins. And so let's go ahead and make our first one here, and I'll show you how I would go about doing this. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our first pin here. So I'm going to click on create pin. You can obviously do this on your phone as well. You don't have to do this on your laptop. I'm just doing it here so you can see a bigger screen for this tutorial. We have to go and create a pin. I'm going to do this on Canva. I'm going to make some pins. So let's go back here. Let's type in Pinterest, and we can choose from this. Maybe, for example, we want one that is, now this one we have to pay for. I do recommend just getting Canva Pro if you're serious about this. It's not that expensive, and it's going to be worth it. It's like an investment into your own business. But let's say that we wanted to just go for this one here, and we can customize this template. And our first pin is going to be best tomato strains, right? Best varieties of tomatoes. And so let's see. So these are templates. We can also look for elements or photos as well. So tomatoes, let's look at some photos here if they have any. You can also upload photos as well. But let's say that, which ones do we like here? Okay, so I'm just over on Google. I am saving an image. Make sure that these are, non-copyrighted photos that you're using. You don't want to have any issues with, companies or people if you are using their photos without asking them or getting permission. But we can replace this here, right? So I can upload a photo of these tomatoes here. Drop that on there, fit it properly. We can crop this here. And then it can be five best tomato varieties. Might need to add something in the background, change the color of it perhaps to like something much lighter. Move it over a little bit. And so this might take some time, but the beauty of this and why I like affiliate marketing on Pinterest is that you can outsource this as well. So like once it starts to grow and you start to make money, you can hire someone to make these pins for you so that you don't really have to do much, right? So let me just change up the text color on this. Let's make it like that. And there we go. That can be our first pin right there. So let's just download this. All right, so we import that, and now we have to create a title, description. We can add our affiliate link or a link to our blog post, and then choose a board as well and some tags. So we're just gonna match the thing here. So, and what I do suggest doing is you want to basically do some keyword stuffing in here. So you want to fill out the description as much as possible. Same with the title. You want to really keyword stuff in here because now if we have our description, we say, best tomatoes Okay, and so now, because I filled out this description, anytime someone's searching on Pinterest for maybe tomato strains or, homesteader or hardy tomatoes, it's going to pop up, or it should at least help us better rank for a lot of these terms, because at the end of the day, Pinterest really kind of is a search engine. So people search for things all the time. And so you want to make sure that you fill out a lot of these words here in your description and in your title. Now, for link, this is important here. Pinterest doesn't like when you cloak links. So, if you use like Bitly or something, you want to be careful with that. I've seen people get their accounts banned because they were cloaking their links. So now what we can do is we can either add our blog article to this, or we can add our specific affiliate link. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the long game. I'm going to add a link to our blog article from harvesthaven.blog with a full article on the best tomato varieties and everything that the people want to learn about it, right? So I'm going to add a link there and then choose a board to put it on. So we can create a board here. And for this, it can be maybe literally tomatoes, right? Or vegetables. Let's call it vegetables. Create that board and then add some tags here as well. So tomatoes, farmhouse, maybe vegetable garden, right? So add some tags on there. And then we can also publish at a later date if we would like to. And then we can allow people to comment. We can show similar products. This is up to you here, but then we can publish it. And there we go. We've just created our first pin. And that's the name of the game.
Things on social media, especially on Facebook, are changing all the time. And so keeping up with the latest trends, the latest tools, knowing how to monetize your Facebook account to its maximum potential, it's tough to stay up to date. But here's the thing. You don't need to have a huge audience. You don't need to know every single trick that there is out there. The Instream ads program, and I'm going to lump this together with ads on Reels. And I'm going to lump those together because they're similar. Both of those allow you to create video content on Facebook and to get paid by Facebook showing ads on your video content. So I'm going to show you an example here. I'm going to go over to my videos. Here's a video where I'm talking about repurposing video content across different platforms. Imagine if you put a video like this in the Instream's ad program, Facebook could overlay this with a little ad right down here at the bottom of your video. And the more people who see that ad by watching your video, the more money you're going to make. That's the Instream ads program, and it works for all the long form videos like these that you put on Facebook. Now, ads on Reels is very similar, except for, as the title suggests, it's overlaying ads on your Reels. And the more people who watch your Reels and see those ads, the more that you're going to get paid. Similar to stars, this is very easy to get started with. In fact, I'll put a link in the description of this video that shows you everything you need to know about getting started with Instream ads or ads on Reels. The downside of using these to earn money on Facebook is you need a big audience. You need a lot of people watching your video content in order for this to turn into meaningful money. And that's why I placed that at number 9 on our list. Number 8 is the Facebook Performance Bonus Program. And this is a program that Facebook started to encourage content creators to keep on creating high value content that goes into the Facebook feed. Facebook wants to keep users on the platform. And so if you're in the Performance Bonus Program and you're creating content that people like and people are engaging on, you're going to get paid. And the neat thing about the Performance Bonus Program is it's not just video content. This can be any of the content that you create except for Reels. And like I said, the more people who see your content, the more people who engage on your content, the more Facebook's going to pay you every single month. Now, I do want to clear up a misunderstanding when it comes to the Performance Bonus Program. Look at this post here. It says, how many of you have won the $30,000 performance bonus Facebook is allegedly offering? Now, I want to be clear, the Facebook Performance Bonus Program, it's not a prize. It's not that you need to enter it or you need to win it. In fact, this post is referencing $30,000 because that's the maximum monthly payout that Facebook is paying to content creators who are in the Performance Bonus Program. So it has nothing to do with entering a contest or competing against other people. No, simply you create content, and the more people who see and engage on your content, the more Facebook is going to pay you.
That makes a lot of sense.
Now, does this mean that you're instantly going to make $30,000 when you enroll in the program? No, of course not. Some people do earn $30,000, but typically those are people who have very big, very established audiences. I'll show you something that's more reasonable. Here's a screenshot from the Monetization tab inside the Performance Bonus Program. And you can see in this case, it was $644 this month, and the next month, $687. That's more reasonable for someone who has a decent audience size and decent amount of engagement on Facebook. So I like the Performance Bonus Program because you can earn big money, but like Instream ads and stars, you do need a bit of an established audience in order to turn this into real earning potential.
Okay, so there is a new way that people are making money with Canva, and it is crazy. People are making $2,939 per week just 12 days after starting this. First they come to Canva and they pick one of the pre-made this or that templates. And then they turn it into a simple trending TikTok game like this one here that couples can play and share with each other. And they do that by just switching out the graphics and the text in the template and using Canva's built-in animations to turn it into an animated game. And then they earn thousands of dollars a week by monetizing them with TikTok ads. As I said, that's pretty crazy. So if you want to see how they're doing it, I'm going to show you how to replicate it with Canva and with a little bit of help from ChatGPT, step by step. There are 2 important catches that you need to know before you can make money with TikTok ads. The first is that to be eligible to turn on TikTok ads, you need to have at least 10,000 followers. But as you can see, if you make trending videos like this account here that go viral, that can happen really fast. Currently, they have over 17,800 followers. And well, as this account is just 21 days old, if we calculate it, it means that they're earning on average 847 followers per day, which means then that it took them just 12 days on average to get to 10,000 followers. But as I said, there is a second catch, and it's this. TikTok is currently only letting people who live in these countries join their ad program, which is sad for me because unfortunately I live in New Zealand, which is not on that list. So then, let me now show you how to make one of these trending viral TikTok games with pre-made Canva templates. And it's honestly pretty simple. So when you break it down, this is just a new trendy variation on the popular game This or That. So just do a search on Canva for This or That templates. Now, most of these are static pictures and they're not videos, but as I'll show you, that really doesn't matter. So just pick one from the list that is in the mobile video format. Then next we just need to create our first game question screen. You can just come up with your own this or that questions to ask yourself, or like me, if you aren't very creative at coming up with them, you can do what I did and just ask ChatGPT to help you come up with ideas. I just described the video to ChatGPT and I asked it to come up with some ideas and it worked great. I also just used the free version, so I didn't use the paid version, and the free version was perfect. So I took one of the ideas that ChatGPT came up with for me, winter versus summer, and ran with it. I changed the title text to be a fun new font and I switched it out to be my question. Then I changed the middle text boxes to be summer and winter. And then next I switched out the pictures. First I came and I searched for an aesthetic photo of a woman on a beach and I dragged and dropped it into the top picture to replace it. And then I did a search for a woman in a beautiful aesthetic snowy setting, and then when I found my picture I also just dragged and dropped it onto the photo to replace it. Then next we needed to replace the background, so I just did a search for a fun pink background like our example video used, and I chose one from Canva's built-in graphics, and then I right-clicked it and I selected to replace the background. But as you can probably see, we do need to make some more tweaks to this design, since, well, the title text is now hard to read because of that pink background. So what I did was I came and I picked a new fun blue color for the title text, and then I clicked the text effects and I selected the shadow effect from the text box, and I came and I changed the middle text bubbles and line to match that same blue that we picked as well. Now we had our own question slide, but currently it's not animated, it's just static. And previously, adding animations to a slide like this would have been a real big pain because we would have had to have added animations to each effect individually. But Canva has now added a new AI feature which makes animating this super simple. All you have to do is click on the page, click Animate, and then click Magic Animate. Now its AI technology will analyze the picture you created and then go through and select the perfect animations for each element and different types of video styles that you want to replicate. So for me, I picked the elegant option. Then I came and I changed the slide to be 3 seconds instead of 5 seconds. So now we have our question slide, and thanks to Canva's magic AI, it is now animated. So next, we now need to add in a countdown timer. And unfortunately for us, Canva for some reason does not have any countdown timers inside of it that we can use. But luckily they are actually really easy to make yourself using this trick that I'm gonna show you. So first off, I'm just gonna come and duplicate the slide that we created, and then I'm gonna turn all of the animations off for it, and then I'm gonna change the slide to be 1 second in length instead of 3 seconds. Then I'm gonna come and delete all of the middle text bubbles and pictures, and instead I'm going to add a circle shape in the middle. And I'm also going to do a search for a 3-second countdown timer picture, and then I'm going to place it in the middle of the circle. And it's important to note, by the way, that this countdown picture that we found, it's not animated. It is just a static single picture. But that is okay because of what we're going to do next. Because you see, what we're now going to do is duplicate this slide, and then we'll do a search for a 2-second countdown timer picture and find the one that matches the timer we picked before and switch out the graphics. And then we'll do the exact same thing again, but this time we will instead switch out the 2-second countdown timer picture for the 1-second countdown timer picture. And we'll also change the timing of this slide to instead be 2 seconds. And we'll add an exit animation for this page, which is why we made the page last a little bit longer in the video. And so now, if we play back our video, you will see, thanks to our trick with these different slides, we now have a countdown timer that looks like it is ticking down. So now you can just go in and duplicate the slides and switch in the different questions and graphics in it. Make sure to add in at least 8 questions into your video.
What if you could spend just a couple of hours per week and make an extra $1,000 a month on Twitter? In fact, I know people who are making $500,000 or more per year on Twitter. Sounds crazy? Well, it's not. Last year, I made over $1,000 a month in extra money on Twitter with very little time spent. I found the best methods for making serious money on Twitter, along with a few secrets that will increase your earning potential 5 to 10x. To make money on Twitter, I recommend 3 methods. The number one way I've made my money on Twitter has been with affiliate marketing or referral links. There are so many companies out there that will give you a bit of a kickback if you throw some business their way. And there are also so many creators out there that have products that will give you a commission if you help them get a sale. This is great because if the creator or the company makes money, well then you do too. It's a win-win. And on Twitter, you will find lots of people with products to sell. Much of the time, they're either ebooks or courses, and they're on platforms like Gumroad. And Gumroad, for example, has built-in affiliate features, so it's really easy for someone with a product on there to give you an affiliate link. And if you buy one of these products from one of these creators and you like this thing and you want to recommend it to other people, well then it's usually as easy as sending that person a DM and asking if you can be an affiliate for their product. And or you can do much of the same thing, reaching out to companies who have products or services that also have affiliate programs. For example, maybe on Twitter you do a thread about the best savings accounts out there. Well, there are loads of accounts that have referral rewards. A few that I've made money through are Chime or SoFi or Yada Bank. So one great method here is finding stuff yourself that you really like and then seeing if they have affiliate programs. And really that's as easy as just typing in whatever the company name is plus affiliate program into Google and hitting search. But you can also reverse engineer it. You can find specific products or services that have affiliate programs on things like affiliate marketplaces. These marketplaces have hundreds or thousands of affiliate programs in them, all pulled into one central place. A few to check out are Share a Sale, Awin, Amazon, CJ Affiliate, Impact, Rakuten Marketing, just to name a few. Now with affiliate marketing, the sky really is the limit when it comes to earning potential, but you are limited by your reach. The other great thing about affiliates is it's very easy to make lots of money on Twitter with affiliates. But the other cool thing is you're not limited to just Twitter or just one platform. You can use your same affiliate links across a bunch of different platforms. For example, here on YouTube, I used affiliate links to start monetizing my channel long before I was qualified for the YouTube Partner Program monetization. If you have specific expertise or skills and you're good at talking to other people about those things, then you should consider consulting or coaching. Maybe you have several short-term rentals and people are always asking you a million questions about them. Or maybe it's something else where everyone looks to you as the expert. Well, that is certainly a sign that people view you as something of an expert and that there is likely demand out there for your help. Well, Twitter is a fantastic tool to show people that you know what you're talking about and to connect with them and have them pay you money to learn those things. It has never been easier to offer whatever service you want, and you don't even have to meet people in person to do it. All you need is a website that allows people to book your time and an offer that people want. I've had lots of people asking me how they can grow their own YouTube channels. So I started doing some consulting. I used a service called SuperPeer, which connected with my calendars and let people book time with me. You can also use Calendly, or you can book me. You can charge anywhere from $50 per hour up to any amount that you think people will pay. Some people I know charge thousands of dollars per time slot. When you combine consulting with social media like Twitter, you supercharge your earning potential. I know lots of people who have surprisingly small Twitter followings but still make an extra $5,000 or $10,000 a month doing this. All you need is a marketable skill and a great offer. My third method is a fun one. If you are good at writing, or if you get good at writing, you can then make lots of money on Twitter with something called ghostwriting. Now, I'm not talking about the 1992 show called Ghost Rider, but that show was amazing. What I am talking about is writing for other people who either don't have the time or the skill to write for themselves. There are tons of people on Twitter who want to grow their brand or sell their product or do their marketing, but they're either short on time or they're not quite as skilled as other people at the writing aspect. So you can offer to write their tweets or their threads for them and then get paid in the process. To do this, I would recommend you start building up a portfolio of writing work. This can be tweets of your own that have done really well, or you can reach out to people who need ghost writing services and offer to do it for free in exchange for their testimonials and examples of tweets that did well. The great part about ghostwriting on Twitter is that you can charge a monthly flat fee for a certain number of tweets or threads, and you can stack clients. So let's say you stack up 5 clients at $2,000 per month. Well, congratulations, you just made $10,000 a month on Twitter. And honestly, that's just scratching the surface, because there's lots of people I know that are making way more than $10K a month doing this on Twitter. Are 3 methods not enough? Well, here is a bonus method for you. Once you get your following going, even 1,000 to 2,000 followers, you can start considering taking on sponsors. You can get paid to write a sponsored tweet or a sponsored thread, or you can even be paid to give retweets to the company about their product, service, or offering. I know people on Twitter with between 10,000 and 50,000 followers that will write this great thread of useful info, and at the very end of that thread, they'll write something like, "This thread was sponsored by fill in the blank company." And those accounts will charge anywhere from $250 to $1,000 or more per thread to do that. And this is awesome because it's a fantastic way to not only grow your own audience by putting out great threads, but you also get paid by a company in the process. It's a total win-win.
If you go to youtube.com where you're watching this video right now and you search for lo-fi, you're going to find this YouTube channel right here, Lo-Fi Girl. This YouTube channel right here is your way to financial freedom. Trust me, I'm going to explain how. If you go to their YouTube channel and you search for most popular, you're going to see that his videos or her videos have 89 million views, 17, 16, 13. They have millions of views, right? And if you go to Social Blade, which is the estimate for how many views this channel is bringing and how many in profit it is making, you're going to see that Social Blade estimates that it's making anywhere from $93,000 to $1.5 million every single year. The first thing that you're going to need if you're doing a lo-fi channel is the background image. And the way that you can generate an AI background image for your videos is by going to this Discord server right here, which I'm going to leave the link for you in the text file. You can just click on that. And after you join the Discord server, all you have to do is go here on the newcomer rooms, click here newbies. Once you click on newbie 25, you're going to see this channel right here. What this is an AI. You specify what kind of image you want, and the AI generates an image based on your specifications. And you can definitely use these images because it's being created by an AI, so it does not have copyright and it's not being used by anyone else. This is completely new. The AI is creating these images from scratch. You can see here people are submitting stuff and it's just creating images out of the blue. This is a very powerful AI machine. So now I'm going to show you how you can generate these images. All you have to do is come here to the chat, click on it, and you're going to type this in. I'm going to leave this code for you in the text file as well, /imagine, and then you type in whatever you want to be generated by the AI. In my case, I already have something written down here. So guy studying in his room, night, stars in the sky, planet, galaxy, magic skies, flying dragons, ultra detailed, hyper realistic, high definition, photorealistic, HDH, 8K, and 16:9. 16:9 is just a landscape image. Okay, so I'm going to click enter, and now the AI is going to generate the image that I've just told him about. Based on what the information I gave it, is going to create an image. So as you can see here, it's loading 6%. Let's just wait wait a few minutes for it to generate the image. All right, so the AI generated 4 images for us to see. Look how beautiful this is and how cool this is. Check this out. If you can open any of them, let's open it. So there's a first, second, third, and fourth image. You have to choose one of these for it to amplify and finish detailing the photo. So I think I like this one right here. So I'm going to choose the first image. I'm just going to choose U1. Now that I chose a new one, it's going to start generating the big image. As you can see, it's loading 9%. Let's just give it another minute. So the AI finished, and I couldn't help to see that this image they created for this guy, where is it? This one here. Look at how realistic this picture is. It's unbelievable. It looks like a picture of a real person. It's just insane. But if you go down to our picture, the one that we want to see, this one here, this is the finished image from the AI. As you guys can see, it looks great. It looks unbelievable. And you could just take this, add the music on top, and post on your videos. So all you have to do right now is just click here, open as original, and you have to download this image to your computer. Right click, save image as, give it a name, click save. All right, so the image is now saved to our PC. If you don't want to go through the AI to generate images, there's a second option that you can just go to this website and download a few images to upload to your video. So you go to pexels.com and you search for any type of image that you're looking for, like guy studying. Now, once we find the guy studying, I'm going to click filters because I want a landscape picture. I'm going to click orientations and I'm going to choose horizontal. Now that you've choose horizontal, you can just take a look at these pictures and download any picture that you want to. This is completely free, has no copyright, and you can use them commercially. As you can see, it's not as great as the AI one. That's why I gave you the other option. So you have the freedom to choose between whichever one you want to use. After you have your image, now you need the lo-fi beats to create your channel. Now to get these beats, we have a few options. Some of them are paid and some of them are free. I'm going to show you all of them so you can choose whichever one suits you best. So most of these free options, if you decide to go for that route, you're going to have to credit the owner of the music, the person who has the copyrights for them. If you decide to pay for them, then you can use them commercially and you can monetize your videos. If you have zero cash at the moment and you want to start your channel for free, what you can do is start using the music, credit the creator, grow your channel to a certain amount, start making sales from affiliate sales, selling products. And once you have the initial capital to pay for the products, then you can pay for the tool and start generating AdSense from your videos as well. So you have the option to do both. An option that you have is moobert.com. This website here is going to generate an AI lo-fi beat music for you that does not exist. So all you have to do to use this website is just click here, sign up, create an account, just use your email and password. Once you put your email and password, they're going to ask you to verify your email. So all you have to do is go to your email and click on the link they're going to send it to you. If you don't find it in your inbox, look in your spam inbox and you can find it there. After you log into the website, this is what you're going to see. When you come to this page right here, all you have to do is select the genre right here on the left, select genres, and then you're going to pick lo-fi. Just write lo-fi here and it's going to show up. Then you want to set the duration of the track. All right, I'm just going to put 10 minutes for reference here, 10 minutes, and I'm going to click generate track. As you can see, the track is loading. It's creating, the AI is creating a song for us. Since it's creating our track, I'm just going to show you the price you have to pay to use this website. This one, you can use it for free, but you can only generate 30 minutes of music daily and download up to 25 tracks per month. If you use this $14 a month, you can generate 2 hours of music daily and 500 tracks a month. And if you use this pro right here, it's $40 a month, then you can generate no daily limits and you can download up to 500 tracks per month. So this website also has free and paid options for you to choose from. Now let's go back to our song that we generated. You just go here on the left where my cursor is and click my generated tracks. Let's go to that one. As you can see, it has been generated. You can play it, you can download it, you can do anything you want to it. So I'm just going to click download. It's been added to my downloads. All you have to do is click here on the left, my downloads. Now it's loading. As you can see, I've already downloaded one yesterday. It's generating the download for this new one that I've just generated right now. Now, if you go back to the pricing, that you're going to see that if you use the free one, you have to attribute to them. You have to specify on the description of your video, you have to give them credits. This is the free option and you cannot use them commercially. What this means is that you cannot monetize them. You can use them, giving them credits, you can use them for your videos, but you're not going to be able to monetize them because they're going to claim the monetization for them. There's also the creator one, and this one you can monetize your posts. So if you wanted to go for this 14 a month creator here, you could also do that. Link is going to be in the description for you for all these websites. And what this does, like I said, it generates an AI track for you that you can just download and upload. When you click download, it's going to ask you to specify your YouTube channel so they can clear your channel for any copyright claims. Okay, so it's very important that you add your YouTube channel here and then click continue. Now the next website that you have the option of using is AIVA, which you can go here to pricing, and I'm going to explain to you how it works. The 01 is free forever, but its copyright is owned by them. You cannot monetize the post that you make. Even if you give credit to them, which is what you need to do, they won't let you monetize it because they're going to claim the monetization for them. Then you have the 11 a month, which you can use to create content for Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Copyright owned by AIVA. Limited monetization. I don't even know what that means. I would not choose this one if I were you. I would just choose this one pro. If you want to pay yearly, it's $33 a month. If if you want to pay monthly, it's $49 a month. So the copyright is owned by you, full monetization, and no need to credit them. This option is the most expensive. In my opinion, you should not choose this one because you can get the same thing from the other two platforms. For us to take right now, you have your images, you have your songs. Now you need something to sell, because like I said, right off the bat, you're not going to be monetized when you create your channel. So the way to monetize is by using affiliate links on the description. So there are a few ways you can do that. You can either go to ClickBank and get an offer here on this website, although it's going to ask you to register for the website, but they have millions and millions of offers that you can promote. Another option that you have is going to Digistore24. You can just go to this website, register an account, and it's the same thing as ClickBank. Another option that you have is Warrior Plus. This website, all you have to do is sign up for free, and it's going to give you lots of offers that you can promote. And you can also become an affiliate for my course, which requires no registering, nothing. All you have to do is literally come here, leave your email, and click let me in, and you're going to be registered as my affiliate. Once you do that, you're going to receive your affiliate link and the link to your affiliate dashboard so you can track your sales. No registering needed, works all over the world, anyone can do it. The next step that you need to take is to create your new YouTube channel. You need to create a new YouTube channel because this is going to be a niche specific channel, so you can't just use the one that you have right now. Let's say you didn't have a YouTube channel, just go to youtube.com. Right here on the top right hand corner, click on sign in, and you can just register here, create a new account, input your details, and that is it, account created. Once you have your new account, now you need to put your video together so you can start posting. So how do you create your videos? Well, you have a few options. If you're using Windows, then you can use either Windows Movie Maker, which is a free video editor, or you could use Adobe Premiere Pro, which is the one I use. This one requires a paid subscription of about $20 a month, but it's totally worth it in my opinion. And this one works in Mac computers and also in Windows computers as well. And if you're using a Mac and you want to use a different software, then you can use either Final Cut Pro, which is Mac only. This is from Apple. It's a software that they sell to Mac users. You could use this one, or you could either use iMovie, which is free for any Mac user. All right, so you have all of these options to edit your videos. For this specific video, I'm going to show you how you can do it using Adobe Premiere Pro. So now I've just opened Adobe Premiere Pro. I'm inside my software right now, and I have here my image, and I have here my song as well, the general lo-fi that we just generated through that website. So what you have to do now is you have to drag it to the timeline like this, drag and drop. Then you have to make it larger because we need to make the video very, very long, and we have to drop in our song as well. So now I've dropped in my track on the timeline. I'm gonna stretch it to make it a little bit bigger. Let's say I want to make it like an hour long. As you can see here where my cursor is, it's showing that my video is now 1 hour long. And you might be asking about the music, right? All you have to do to duplicate this track is Control-C, Control-V, Control-C, Control-V, 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 Control-V until it's about 1 hour long. All right, okay, so now we have our video. It plays music. As you can see, it's playing the music here on the background. All right, so the video is working. All you have to do now is click save, export your video, choose 4K ultra high definition, and click here export the video. Now once you have your video ready, all you have to do is go back to YouTube and post the video. So the first way that you're going to be making money on this method is by running ads from YouTube AdSense on your videos. The second method is by doing brand sponsorships. Third one, you could be doing community posts for other people, and you can also do affiliate marketing on your videos, which I think is one of the best ways to make money on YouTube.
So ladies and gentlemen, I believe that I've just found a brand new side hustle that no one is talking about, which is going to help a lot of people out there to make their first $1,000 online. And the reason I'm so confident about this is because I haven't seen anyone speak about this online, and the barrier is so low that even a 14-year-old could start this. Today I'm going to show you how you can use the powerful AI bot ChatGPT to make money online as a complete beginner. And the best part is you don't need to show your face, and it requires no skills to start. So for the very first step of this video, what you need to do is head over to Kittle, and that's over at kittle.com. And if you've never heard of this platform before, you need to get familiar with it because it's an amazing graphic design tool, and this platform is going to assist us today to making money online with the method I'm going to show you today. As I scroll through this list here, you can see Kittle has hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of pre-made templates that you can use for 100% free. Usually to create graphics like this, you would need to be a high level or even an expert designer, but now everyone has access to these different designs. They can customize it in any different way they want and use it to monetize and make money online in many different ways. Now once you've done that, you're now ready to move into the next step of this tutorial, and that is to head over to ChatGPT. That's over at chat.openai.com for those of you who don't know. And once you're on this site, what you need to do is just simply ask the chatbot to give you the top 10 books in any niche of your choice. So this could be business, romance, self-help, finance, fitness, you know, anything that you can think of. It could be something that you're even passionate about. Now since this channel is all about business and making money online, I'm going to ask ChatGPT to give me the top 10 books within the business/finance niche. So as you can see, the chatbot has given me 10 of the top 10 books within the business space. So that's So Good to Great from Jim Collins, Lean Startup by Eric Ries, Think Fast and Slow 0 to 1, which is actually a book that I read recently. It's a great book for anyone that's looking to take business seriously. Now, in order to do this, what you need to do is copy one of the titles of your book. So I'm going to copy the first one on this list, which is Good to Great. And what you need to do is head over to audible.com. This platform allows individuals to digest information from different books around the world in an audio format. Spending hours reading the book manually, this platform is, just for people that, prefer to just be chilled, laid back, listen to, audiobooks, whether they're on their way to work or even while in the gym. So this is another great platform right here, and they're actually owned by Amazon. Now, what we need to do here is paste in our title, right? So paste in any of the titles that you got from your list on ChatGPT, and we're going to see if this book is available on Audible. So I'm going to click right here, and as you can see, this book right here, Good to Great by Jim Collins, is actually available on the platform. Now, the next thing you want to do right here before you can go ahead and monetize this list of books is simply ask ChatGPT to create a summary, right? So as you can see, create a 2,000 word summary of the book, and then you just simply insert the name of your book. In this case, I've inserted the first book on the list that they provided me, and then you're going to hit enter. And from here, you're going to see that the AI is going to work its magic, and it's going to create a summary of this book in just 2,000 words. And just like that, you can see the AI has automatically generated me a summary of this entire book, right? This is a summary of 2,000 words that we're going to now extract from ChatGPT and monetize it on this platform that I'm going to show you within the next step. So now moving into step number 3 of this tutorial, once you've got your fully AI generated summary of one of your books, what you need to do now is head over to an article rewriter tool like quillbot.com, and what this tool is going to do is paraphrase your entire summary so that it's not detected as AIs. So this is going to turn your AI content into completely original content so that you can use it online and make money from it. I hope that makes sense. So if I go back over to my document right here, so this is just a document that I've just copy and pasted my summary, and what I'm going to do just so that we can save some money on Quillbot and we don't have to upgrade is I'm going to take section by section of this summary and I'm going to paste it over into Quillbot in this left section. So we just paste the intro right here. You can see this is the exact intro that ChatGPT gave me, and what you guys need to do from here is just hit paraphrase, and you're going to see within a matter of seconds it's going to change up the whole style of the writing. It's going to make it so that it's not detectable as AI, so you guys can monetize this on literally any platform that you choose to post this content on. And what you need to do right here is just go section by section, just like how I'm showing you right here, and paste it over onto Quillbot until you get a complete summary of the book. Now from here, once your entire summary / article has been rewritten, what you want to do is go back over to the first platform I showed you in step number 1, and that's over at Kittl.com, and what you want to do is just create a new project, right? Now, as I explained to you guys, Kittl has an amazing AI tool which is called the image generator, where you can just simply describe the type of image that you want, then it will use artificial intelligence to give you a completely non-copyright image that you can also use in your book summary. And this is very important because you can't just go and grab any image on Google and use it on an article, because this is going to leave you open to copyright claims and stuff of that nature. So make sure that you follow exactly what I'm showing you right here and use Kittl to generate a completely original image. And there we go, we have a completely AI generated image that we can now use online within our summaries. So in my case, I typed in group meeting and organization, and this ties in perfectly with this book because it's all about companies having success, right? So what I'll do and what I recommend you do is just going through the summary, reading the headings, getting an understanding of what type of images that you need to put in the articles, then simply go back over to Kittl, type it here on the left hand side, and then as I just showed you, it's going to create the image for you in just 10 seconds, and you're going to be able to use it online to make money with your article. Now from here, in order to use this image, you just want to stretch it out so it's the full size of the canvas. And then once that's done, you just click download on the right hand side here, and then we're going to download it as a PNG or a JPEG. And just like that, we have an image that we can use in our article, which is going to make it more interesting for people to read. And once they read it, they get value from it, they click onto our links, and this is going to enable us to make money. And that's going to be the most important part. We're going to put affiliate links within this article that's going to direct them back over to the Audible program. And this is how we're going to make money from these simple book summaries. So once once you go back over to audible.com, all you need to do is just scroll to the bottom and then click on the affiliate program, and then it's going to take you over to this page. So we're going to be using the power of affiliate marketing to make money with these articles. And as you can see, this is a simple 3-step formula, right? Firstly, we're going to advertise. So we're going to promote Audible through Amazon Associates. So we're going to get our affiliate links. Then we're going to drive traffic through, you know, the book summaries and put in our affiliate links within the article. And then finally, we're going to earn money. So anytime someone clicks on our link, they purchase the book or, you know, sign up to the free trial. In this case, we're going to earn some commissions. And I'm going to show you exactly how much right here. And this is probably one of the easiest ways to make money online, because the users that come over to the article don't actually need to purchase the book for you to make money. Let me explain. Audible trial digital membership is $5, meaning that all you need to do is get someone to sign up to the free trial of Audible, and the affiliate program will pay you out $5. So all you're doing is driving people to a trial, which is 100% free. Once they enter the trial, you get paid $5, and it's easier to make money like this because you're not directly selling anything. You're literally just giving away something for free. You have the potential to make an additional $10 once they do actually sign up to the gold membership, you know, and start paying for Audible every single month. So you have to think about it like this. That's $15 per client that you get to sign up and purchase the gold membership. And the traffic source we're going to be using today in order to get these visitors over to your articles and, you know, eventually to your affiliate link gets over 138 million monthly views. This is a very popular site that people are visiting monthly, and it also ranks very well on Google. If you've been watching any of my previous videos, you know I'm a big advocate for medium.com. This is a very low hanging fruit right now that beginners should be getting into, because you can make a lot of money with this. All you need to do from here is head over to medium.com. This is basically a social media platform where you can post different, you know, book summaries, articles and stuff like that. And what's great about this is that you can create an account for 100% free, and you can sign up within a matter of seconds. So once you're inside the dashboard, it's going to look something similar to this. What you want to do is just go over to the top right hand corner, then you're going to click on write, and in this section, this is where you're going to enter your title and add in your book summary, right? So if we head back over to our document right here, you can use this title, right? Or if you like, you can even go back over to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to give you a, you know, a good name for your book summary. For the purposes of this tutorial, we're just going to copy this title right here, and then we're just going to paste it over into Medium. Once you have your entire book summary right here that you've used Quillbot to paraphrase, you just want to simply come over here and just copy the entire text back over onto Medium. And just like that, this is going to be your entire book summary, right? And from here, we need to add in some eye-catching images that are non-copyright, that's going to enable users to, you know, stay engaged on our article, which is going to get us more views and more sales within the Audible affiliate program. And as I showed you guys earlier, you have the free AI image generator over on 𝗘𝗃𝗲 that you can get these images within seconds. So what you need to do from here to add your images is just click the plus button, then you're going to click on add image. You're going to open the image, and just like that, your image is going to be imported onto your Medium articles. And just with adding this image alone, this has made this article 10 times better, right? People don't just want to read long essays. They want to, you know, see images that are going to re-engage them, get their mind working, and keep them on the article reading more. So this is what you guys want to do. Use 𝗘𝗃𝗲, add in some good images right here, keep them engaged. As I said, add at least 4 to 5 images. This is like the optimal amount, so it's not, you know, overdoing it. And then once your article is filled up, you know, with the good content right here, the next step is to add in your affiliate links. This is how we're going to make money on Medium with these different book summaries, right? And the way how to do this is by getting your affiliate links from the Audible program, right? So let's say, for instance, you guys all got approved for the affiliate program. You just click over here. We'll just copy this link, for instance, and we're going to use it. What you need to do then is hyperlink your affiliate link within the article, right? For example, what I like to do is make it a little bit discreet. I don't want to, you know, oversell the book, oversell the affiliate program. So what I like to do is just highlight certain parts of the article, and then I click on the little paper click right here, and then I just paste in the link. enter, and just like that, this is now a hyperlink. So for instance, when people are reading this article right here, they see that this is underlined, they click on it, it will take them over to the affiliate link. And as I explained to you guys earlier, once they sign up to the free trial, you get paid $5. Once they upgrade to the gold membership, that's an additional $10. So this is exactly how it works. And what I want you guys to do is make sure that this is also bold as well. You know, make sure it stands out a bit. Even if you want, you can add a call to action. So you can put something like this: get access to this book for 100% free. And we can also hyperlink this as well, because you know, people love free stuff online. So once they see this, more than likely they're gonna click over onto this link right here, because they're already reading the book summary. So why wouldn't they wanna get the entire book for free?
I'm gonna try to sell AI art patterns for 30 days. I'll be going over the whole process, from generating to uploading to advertising. With people reportedly making hundreds of thousands of dollars, let's see how much money I can make. The first step is to pick an AI art generator. I'll be specifically choosing Midjourney for its features. Let's generate a watercolor eggplant. Ooh, straight from the farm. Now, the goal is not to generate just any art. It's to generate patterns, art that can be seamlessly repeated. People use them to create scrapbooks, cards, notebook covers, packaging, and print-on-demand products like phone cases, pillows, and mugs. The list goes on, which makes patterns a potentially great product to sell. There seems to be a big need for them. This AI eggplant art doesn't seamlessly repeat, so let's make one that does. To do so with Midjourney, I simply need to add the command --tile to the end of my prompt. This will make the art seamlessly repeat and generate an AI pattern. Woohoo! We got eggplants for days! The plan is to sell on Etsy. It is an online marketplace that focuses on arts and crafts and is a popular place to shop patterns, or what they also call digital paper. To determine what patterns I should sell, I'm going to use Etsy's search suggestions and eRank, a free Etsy keyword research tool to find popular niches that don't have too much competition. Some I've stumbled upon include certain types of flowers, materials, and food. I wasn't playing with those eggplants. On Etsy, patterns are typically sold as a 300 DPI image that measures 3600 by 3600 pixels in resolution. There's a problem. Midjourney can't export AI patterns in those measurements. Its maximum output is 72 DPI and 1024 by 1024 pixels. That's not gonna cut it. So I'm gonna need to upscale. There are many free AI image upscalers out there, but I'll be using a paid one called Gigapixel AI. It can convert images to 300 DPI and upscale them up to 6 times the original resolution. So instead of upscaling to the standard 3600, I'm going 6144 pixels. Gotta hook my customers up with that premium product. Patterns on Etsy are usually sold in packs, so I'm gonna sell mine in packs of 8. With all my AI patterns generated and upscaled, I'm now ready to create a listing on Etsy. There are 5 essential elements of a digital product listing that I need to complete before publishing. The first is to upload my AI patterns for my buyers to download. But Etsy only lets you add up to 5 digital files. 5 digital files, 8 patterns, the math doesn't add up. How am I gonna do this? What I'm gonna do is upload all my AI patterns into a folder on Google Drive. Then I'm gonna grab the link to it and place it in a document. I'll include some branding, my thanks, and a reminder to leave a 5-star review. I'm gonna export the document as a PDF and then upload it to Etsy. And there you have it, problem solved. Next up, the photos. Using Photoshop, I've designed 2 templates to use. One for the thumbnail, which displays a title and a quick preview of all the listing's patterns, and one that gives a full preview of 4 patterns. With 8 patterns per pack, I'll need to prepare 2 of these per listing. Third on the list is pricing. To be real, patterns on Etsy don't sell for much. They average around $1 to $5 per pack. On a positive note, other than the initial time and money it takes to generate patterns and Etsy's fees, there aren't really any other costs. The profit margin is 70 to 90%. It's high. I'm gonna use eRank's profit calculator to determine my exact pricing, paying in mind Etsy's fees and a 50% discount that I'm gonna apply to all my listings. My final sale price will be $2.49. The last 2 elements are the title and the tags. I'm gonna fill both with popular keywords related to digital paper and my AI patterns niche. A few good ways to come up with keywords are by looking at similar listings, Etsy's search suggestions, eRank, and AI. Using ChatGPT, I can easily generate a bunch of different keywords to use. Note that ChatGPT isn't perfect, so you're gonna need to know how to use it properly. In the description, I've put a free ebook that you can download that covers the best practices when using AI for SEO and keyword research. For example, one of them is to be ready to fact check your SEO findings. Not every keyword ChatGPT gives will be good, so you may want to double check them with another keyword research tool like eRank. The ebook also includes tips on using AI for marketing in general, a list of the most popular AI tools right now, as well as a great overview of how these AI tools are being used in marketing today. It's really interesting stuff that I recommend you download and check out. This free resource is provided by HubSpot, which is today's video sponsor. A big thanks to them for hooking us up. And publish. The listing is live. My eggplants are out and about. Now, to create a bunch more listings, and I mean a lot more. Let's see how many AI patterns I can sell in the next 30 days. So for the past week, I've been grinding. I've created over 100 new listings and over 800 individual AI patterns in total. All I see now are just patterns everywhere. To help with creating prompts, I've been using the awesome Midjourney command /describe. Let's say I came across this pattern of oranges and wanted a prompt that could generate something similar to it. I can write /describe to Midjourney and then upload a file of that pattern. Midjourney will then analyze that pattern and spit out 4 different prompts that I can use to generate something like it. It's magical and has saved me a lot of time and guesswork. Other than that, no sales so far. Hopefully, all these new listings will bring in some soon. Hey, someone favorited my listing. I've actually been getting quite a few favorites recently. It's a good sign. However, it's not a sale. It's day 15, halfway into the challenge, and I still got nothing. With 𝗧cie, it does take some time for new listings to percolate into the search and algorithm. But I got a challenge to complete. It's time to crank things up and turn on 𝗧cie ads. I'm going to spend $1 a day and hope for the best. The last time I turned on 𝗧cie ads when I tried selling AI art prints for 30 days, it landed me sales real quick. So I hope I get the same luck this time around. Fingers crossed. Unfortunately, luck wasn't on my side. By day 23, I still had no sales. The ads weren't helping, or at least they weren't helping fast enough. Things weren't looking good. I'm wondering, do my patterns look bad? Are my thumbnails okay? My titles, tags, prices? I guess I could speculate an infinite number of reasons. My best guess is that there's just a lot of competition out there that's limiting the exposure and value of my listings. My account has no reviews either, which doesn't help. If I did have more time, I think this is what I'd do. I'd consider evolving the business model and actually using these AI patterns to make and sell my own print-on-demand products, like mugs. It's a natural step forward that's pretty easy to do and could not only land me more sales, but more profit per sale.
This is a children's storybook on Amazon that made over $176,000 in passive income. This is my dog who I put in my own storybook that I'll be selling on Amazon. Today I will show you how you can launch a similar business selling books online with no money and no skills. What? Everything from scratch with the power of AI to generate the idea, the plot, and even high quality pictures to go along with the book. So if you're interested in this highly lucrative passive income idea, let's dive right in. While brainstorming ideas for my next side hustle to attempt for my video, I wanted to incorporate an idea to use the power of AI and the amazing ChatGPT to start a simple business that can turn into a passive income. While looking through Amazon to find my next winning product, I came across storybooks for kids. You might be wondering why this is anything of interest, but after doing some deep dive into the analytics, I was astounded by the revenue this simple storybook brings in. This book has roughly 14,000 reviews, so if we do the math, 14,000 multiplied by $7.31 is $102,340 of revenue from this single book. If we look at the author's profile, we can see that she has many more storybooks. This book with 979 ratings multiplied by $13.99, that's over $13,000. And this other one made over $225,000. And guess what? Anyone can publish these books using Amazon KDP at no cost. You will only have to pay a commission when you get a sale. So obviously my brain got me thinking that I can probably create similar books to these using ChatGPT, publish them on Amazon, and generate some passive income while sleeping. So to help as many people as possible, I will go over how we can do this step by step. I will also do this and share my results in my $0 to $1,000 challenge video, so subscribe to find out. First, before making a children's storybook, we need to develop a story idea. And because the author I've shown earlier focuses on storybooks for kids under 3 years old, I want to target this age group. I already know what characters I would like to use in my book, but I will show you how to get ideas using ChatGPT. I asked to create storybook titles for children under 3 years old. You can see how simple it is for us to create storybook ideas. To take this further, I wanted to include my pet poodle because why not? So I asked to create storybook titles for children under 3 years old, including a character named Buddy, the brown toy poodle, and a girl named Jamie, her owner. The AI instantly spews out 10 exciting titles we can work with. The first one is Buddy and Jamie's Happy Day. That sounds more like a chapter than a title. Buddy and Jamie's fun-filled friendship is not bad, but I want something more captivating. Jamie and Buddy's walk in the woods. Now that sounds interesting to read and sounds like we can fill it with many chapters. To train the AI with our storyline, I asked to explain what the storybook would be about based on our chosen title. It sounds like the story is about Buddy and Jamie taking a stroll in the woods and finding their way back home with the importance of friendship and sticking together during tough times. This sounds good, so we can move on and create the chapters for the book. Instantly after asking for outline, ChatGPT gave us 7 chapters with a quick summary of each chapter. You can see chapter 1 is a beautiful day for a walk, chapter 2 is lost in the woods, building a shelter, and so on. With our amazing outline, let's start creating the storyline for each chapter. I think this is the craziest part about using AI because I'm about to show you how easy and quickly we can create a book. But first, I want to choose a writing style for our AI to implement in creating the story. So after some research, I found 3 writing styles that we can consider. 1, rhyme story, past or present tense story, and first and third person story. I simply copied the first chapter and asked it to make a past and present tense story. The story seems good, but it just doesn't sound interesting enough. I then pasted the chapter and asked for a rhyme story. I actually like this type of writing style, but it's really up to you here, as you can ask for a different writing style that suits your taste. Then I asked for the same with the remaining chapters, and in just few minutes, I had the entire story ready to go that would possibly generate hundreds, if not thousands of dollars of passive income if sold correctly. One thing I want to cover before moving to create our illustration images is that some of you may be worried that Amazon may have an AI detection tool implemented in their system. As of now, we don't know yet, but worry not because we can reword our story using a simple website called 𝗘𝘃𝗀𝘀. But for our demonstration here, I'll slightly reword my story to avoid any detection. We can also check for AI using a website called writer.com. We can see even without paraphrasing, it's showing that it's 96% human generated content. That's how sophisticated and well ChatGPT performs. Now, I hope you're ready for what's coming next, which is honestly mind-blowing when I first discovered it. We got our amazing title and the plot, so we need a fantastic illustration to go along with it. We can hire artists to create artwork, but why bother doing that when we can use AI art generator to do it 100% free? I'm sure you're familiar with text to image using AI. There are a ton of apps that allow you to generate original images using text to describe the image. That's precisely what we'll be doing here using a Mid-Journey tool. Let me show you how I generated this image of my first chapter, and believe me, I have tried so many other text to image tools out there and nothing comes close to Mid-Journey and its capabilities. It's also completely free to generate up to 25 images. I'll leave the link in the description for you to sign up for free. Once you click the link, join their Discord server. You can enter any of the rooms on the left called newbies. To generate our first chapter image, we can type in the prompt /imagine. From there, we can copy the first chapter outline that we got from ChatGPT earlier. For my book, I will copy and paste the sentence, Jamie and Buddy set out for a walk in the woods on a sunny day. You can take this further and describe it in more details to get an image you're thinking of. Since I want to make sure that the character is a little Asian girl and a poodle, I'll make sure to describe that. I use the command line, a cute brown toy poodle and a little Asian girl who is 8 years old, looking worried, lost in a sunny and dense forest scene, Ghibli Studio style 4K. You can see how I also type Ghibli Studio style, a type of drawing style that I like, and I also type 4K, which is just the image's resolution. After our prompt, we will receive 4 variations variations of our images as shown here. On the bottom, there are 8 buttons. U1, U2, U3, and U4 are used to upscale your chosen image to make it into a higher quality image. The V1, V2, V3, and V4 are to create variations of that selected image in a similar style and composition. I like the third image shown here, but I'm actually not going to use the upscale button here because it will alter the image a bit from this to this. So what we can do here is to go ahead and download this entire image and crop it to show only the third image. Then from this free upscaling tool website called replicate.com, we can upload our image and set it to scale 8 times the original size. You should upscale at least 4 times to use it in a book. We can compare the before and after images and clearly see how crispy it looks now. Let's now create another image for the other part of the chapter outline. What's amazing about Midjourney is that we can create similar looking images to our first one to keep it consistent for the remainder of our book. Return to the Discord chat and start a chat with the Midjourney bot on the right. Then upload the original crop image we downloaded, and this is not the upscale one since the upscale image is too large. After that, we can grab the message link, start the prompt to generate the image, and paste the link before we paste our chapter outline. I repeated this step, and in just about 30 to 40 minutes, I had the rest of the chapter illustrations ready to go. If you still need help using Midjourney, please comment below. Our final step is combining everything we've made so far using Canva.com, for this is the simplest way to do since it's completely free and very beginner friendly to generate a professional looking storybook with no design skills needed. Once you head to Canva.com, search for a storybook template. You can choose to use any of these templates, but since we'll add our story plot over our image, we can go for the blank storybook. Upload the AI generated image by dragging and dropping it into the blank template. Then we can copy the first chapter story outline that we generated from our ChatGPT earlier and paste it over the image. Adjust the text to fit the style of the book and the image by changing the font color, font style, and other things that seems fit. After completing the chapter's first part, go ahead and duplicate the page. Now you can simply replace the image with the second one and replace the text with the next part of the chapter. After replicating this step for all the chapters, congratulations, you now successfully created a storybook from scratch. Now uploading this book and marketing it on Amazon KDP will require a whole video to explain it. Frankly, this is my first time attempting to sell this as well, and I will definitely share the results in my upcoming videos, so make sure to subscribe for the results. Remember that all of this is not the hardest part. The hardest thing is to actually take action and implement this strategy. So many people watch my videos and do not take action. So please go out there today and just start. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.
Photo colorization or restoration. So photo colorization or restoration is basically where you have an old photo, maybe it was taken in the 1800s even, possibly 1900s, 1950s, and you want to make it come to life. You want to make it look a lot better, less blurry, maybe add some color to it. And so in many cases, you might want to be able to see what your ancestors actually looked like, not just a really tiny, blurry, looked like it was taken with a potato black and white picture. And luckily, there are some incredible AI tools. One of them, for instance, is Deep AI that you can do this with. And here's an example of an old picture of a train that's over 100 years old, and then they used Deep AI, they restored it, and it looks a lot more realistic and a lot better. And this is kind of like being the Harry Potter of photography. You basically wave your magic wand over your monochrome memories and you get to turn them from black and white to vibrant picturesque. So this is very easy and very simple to do. Literally all you have to do is take these pictures, make sure you have some kind of actual digital photo of them, upload them to the website, and it's going to just colorize them and basically just make them look better. Now, the thing is, most people are not aware that this is a possibility. And so they would pay you really good money to do this in different contexts. So just as an example, this person who has a Fiverr gig has made at least $40,000 coloring and restoring old photos. And I can almost guarantee you that he used AI to do it. So here's kind of an example of an old photo. It looks like this might be like World War II. And then here is the colorized and restored version of it. So yeah, anyways, they've got got over 2,200 ratings, which probably means they've gotten a lot more people that have actually worked with them, probably 4,000 to 6,000, because not everyone gives a rating. And their lowest level offering is $20. So they've likely made well over $100,000 from this gig. Now, in some cases, you might get a gig where you do a massive photo restoration project. So someone has like their entire family photo album and they want all of the photos restored. And in that case, you could get paid hundreds or even thousands of dollars to do it. And it's not just Fiverr. I'm just using Fiverr as an example to show you how easy it is to get started with this. But what you'd want to do is basically just register to any AI colorization or restoration tool, build a portfolio of different restoration photos, display it on Fiverr, maybe get a few of your friends to buy your gig and then just pay them back. I know a lot of people do that even though it's against the terms of services. And then you're good to go. You're going to start getting people paying for your services and you're going to start making money.
This is actually one of the first side hustles that I used back in the day to make my first $10,000 online, and that is the world of Etsy print on demand, which in simple terms is this drop shipping mug. What's great about this side hustle is that you don't need any design skills or any previous experience, as we now have access to some of the most powerful AI tools that mankind has ever seen. Regular everyday people are selling mugs that they use AI to create to make 5 to 6 figures per mug that they upload to their shop. And the best part about this is that the masses are yet to tap into this side hustle, meaning that there's plenty of space for newbies like yourself to make a lot of money with this. So without wasting any more time, let me go ahead and show you how you can use this to make passive income for yourself in the year of 2024. Firstly, what you're going to need to get started is of course an Etsy shop, right? This is where you're going to be posting all of your listing, all of your different mugs that you create so that you can generate money online. What's amazing about Etsy is that they already have active users that are looking for these designs and making purchases, so you don't have to spend tons of money on ads. The second key to success is the designs. Without the designs on the mug, it will just be a blank mug, right? So we're going to need some creative designs, which I'm going to show you guys how to get in the next step of this video, and we're going to be using AI to do all of this. Last but not least, and probably one of the most crucial steps, is the marketing. Now, the beauty of this method is that Etsy has a big audience of people that will purchase your product straight off the bat, but I'm going to show you how you can scale to that 10,000, 20,000, and even 50,000 a month with Etsy print on demand. So to get started here, let's begin by setting up our shop. In order to do this, you just need to simply head over to www.etsy.com and create an account for yourself. This is 100% free, by the way. Scroll down all the way to the bottom of the page and click on where it says sell on Etsy. From here, you can just enter your email address to create a brand new account, or just simply sign in with Google or Facebook. The next thing that you're going to need is a print on demand supplier to automate this entire business for you. And as I stated earlier, the one that I recommend for you is Gelato, as this is the one that I've used in the past, and some of the biggest, most popular sellers are using Gelato. As you guys may already know, Gelato has the world's largest print on demand network. They offer hundreds of different white label products along with many different services and tools that are light years ahead of their competition. If you're a complete beginner as well, this is going to be the perfect network for you, as their platform is very easy and beginner friendly. Once you're logged into your Gelato account, you'll be able to seamlessly connect your Etsy store to Gelato with just a simple click of a button, just like this. So now when customers go to your Etsy store and they make a purchase, the whole process is automated. They make a purchase, they buy one of your mugs, Gelato gets a notification, they print your design onto the mug and sends it directly to the customers. Alright guys, so at this point we should have our Etsy account set up and our Gelato account set up, ready to go, right? The next key essential thing that I mentioned earlier is actually getting your designs right. At this point, what you guys need to do is actually head over to the Discord app, which is where we're going to be accessing Midjourney's platform that we can use to generate our images for the mugs. Once you're over onto Discord, it should take you to a page that looks like this, and it's going to give you some brief instructions on how to use the Midjourney program to generate the images, right? So if you're a beginner, you can pause the video right here and just have a quick read at this, but it's pretty simple and straightforward. So for instance, if we head over to Newbie 2 and we right click on Midjourney bot, all you have to do is just click on message, then it'll open up your own private message where you'll be able to generate any image that you want. Now in my case, we're actually going to be replicating the design I just showed you earlier to create a mug design. So all you have to do right here is just type in imagine, Then after that, you just simply enter the prompt that you want to give to the AI so it can create your image. A prompt is simply just a description of what you want the AI bot to create. Let me show you guys an example. So simply just put / and then you're going to select imagine, which is the prompt, and then just paste your prompt. For my prompt, I've simply asked the AI bot to design a mug that is all about good vibes or positive quotes on it, right? Now, the main thing I want you guys to remember is that we want a design that's going to wrap around, right? We want a design that we can fit onto a mug, so it needs to be in a specific dimension. So what we want to do right here is add an extra little section to the prompt, and we're going to say make it 15:7 aspect ratio. And then just like that, all you need to do is just hit enter, and it's going to start to generate within a few seconds and give you some images that you can use for your mug. What I've just shown you guys is just an example of a prompt that you can use, but what I recommend you do is just experiment, keep trying different prompts, keep trying different ideas until you get an image that you're looking for. So as you guys can see, this is what the AI generator has come up with. It's given me a few different designs that I can use for the mug, right? The only problem is that AI is actually giving me a mug design, and that's not what we want for this project. Instead, we want a canvas similar to this so that we can use it when we go to upload it onto Gelato. So once you have your designs, all you need to do is click on upscale, right? So it's U4 to upscale the fourth image, U3, U2, and so on. So you decide which image you want, then you're going to click on upscale, and then from here you'll be able to save it directly to the computer, just like how you would save any image off the internet. Midjourney is an absolutely amazing tool that can create wonders for you. Only thing is that you have to give it the right instructions. So just like how I added the aspect ratio, the specific stuff that I wanted in the image, that's how you have to do, right? You have to be very precise with the AI so it can create what you're looking for. Once you're happy with everything and you've tweaked it just the way you like, and you saved your image to the computer, you'll be ready to move it to the next step, which is what I'm going to show you how to upload it onto your mug. And then from there, the process of getting it from Gelato onto Etsy so you can start generating sales. And at the end of the video, don't forget, guys, I'm going to give you an absolute key that you can use to market and make tons of sales, so make sure you stay tuned. Now, carrying on here, uploading our designs, what we need to do is head over to Gelato. You should have your account set up by now if you've been following along this tutorial. And from here, you're either going to go to the product catalog or you're going to go to the personalized studio. Now, a quick mention for the personalized studio, this is a feature that essentially allows you to sell customizable products. So similar to this listing I showed you earlier, if you use the personalized studio feature on Gelato, you'll be able to upload your designs here, but the customers will be able to edit it on the design on Etsy. So for instance, if they want to change the color of the mug to black or to gray or maybe to red, they can do that. And also they can change the name or any quotes that are on the mug itself. So this is a super amazing feature that Gelato has built in that's directly connected to Etsy. So if you wanted to create something similar to this is the mug that made over 180K, you can also create something like this. Now heading back over to Gelato, because we've actually used AI to create our designs, what we want to do is just click into the product catalog, and then we're going to scroll down and select on mugs. Once we selected mugs, we can have a look through here at exactly what type of mug we want to create. So you can just take your time and have a look through not only the mug itself, but you want to look at, the different countries that it ships to and also the price point that they're shipping at. By this point, your store should be connected to Etsy. If it's not, you just want to click on the stores right here, and then you're just going to click on Etsy, and then it should directly integrate with Etsy. From here, your store should show up at the top, similar to this, and it should say active. And then what you want to do is click on add a product, right? And then we're going to click on single product. From here, you're going to click on mugs once again, and then select the one that you want. I'm just going to go with this one, which is the white ceramic mug, as not only is this going to suit my design well, but it's also available in 21 countries and it's only around $6. Once you're here, all you want to do is just follow the steps that Gelato takes you through. So it's going to take you through this step where you upload your image, then it's going to take you to your mockup section. So for example, for the design that I'm using, all I'm going to do is just drag and drop the design from my computer into this section. And here you can see it's very user friendly and drag and drop. You can just move this around any which way you want. You can drag it out so it fits the entire cup just like this. So as I told you guys, if you have a pattern, it will be easy to position the cup exactly how you want it. I'm just going to do it like this just to show you guys. And then next we want to continue to our mockups. Bear in mind guys, this is just a tutorial to show you guys a brief understanding of how this looks. You want to take your time and make sure you're happy with how the mug looks. So right here we can see some examples of our mockups, and this is essentially what the customers on Etsy is going to see when they go to make a purchase. Now Gelato has a great feature where it shows you how to price your products, right? So it'll show you like the mock-up price and you know how much your profit margins are. So you just want to experiment with this. You want to put your prices up and down, see what Gelato's recommending for you to do. But also another good thing is to actually go back onto Etsy and see how much these cups and these different mugs are selling for, and then you can maybe put your price just below or a little bit over depending on the type of design that you're selling. Once you're happy with everything, you just click continue to review. It's going to show you the retail price of your mug, and it's going to show you exactly how much profit. So in this case, for every mug that I sell, I'm going to be making around $9 to $10 profit, which is amazing. If I even wanted to ramp it up a bit, I could get like $11, $12, but it's completely up to you. From here, once you hit publish, this is going to go directly to your store, just like how you can see on the screen right now. And it's going to go on Etsy as an unlisted product. From there, what you want to do is go back over to Etsy, double check that everything's good, and then you want to hit publish. Once that happens, people will be able to see your designs. It will be live on the Etsy platform and people will be able to purchase, leave their comments, and the whole process is automated by Gelato, which is the beauty of this entire business.
Okay, so there is an underrated AI side hustle where people are earning $1,579 per day by posting videos that they generate with Canva. And I am shocked that more people aren't doing it because, as I'll show you, people are earning thousands of dollars in their first week of starting it. So here's what they're doing. First, they come to Canva and pick a pre-made trivia video template. Then they come to ChatGPT and get it to generate a trivia quiz for them. And then they post their trivia quiz videos to TikTok. And they earn thousands of dollars a week in ads and from affiliate commissions. And these commissions can be earned in most countries around the world. And honestly, I would not have believed this if I had not seen it with my own eyes. So if you're interested in seeing if this is something that you'd like to try, I'm gonna break it down step by step. And we'll start off with step 1, earning money fast from TikTok ads. So to show you how to do this, we'll start off by taking a look at this trivia quiz account, Trivia Time HQ. This was the first account that I accidentally stumbled on. And here is an example of the type of video that they post. It is a trivia quiz video that is played on top of B-roll footage. I've muted this video, but if you were to actually listen to it, you'd hear that they're just using a very basic AI generated voiceover to read the questions, which don't worry, I'll show you how to get. And well, here's the thing, right? When I first found this, I got curious. Their videos get tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands to millions of views. So I thought, how old is this account? So I scrolled all the way to the bottom of your videos to find your oldest upload. And to my surprise, it didn't take long because it turns out that this account is only 4 months old. Yep, when I got to the end and opened up their very first video, I saw that they posted it just 4 months ago, and this video got 89,000 views. But what is even crazier was that when I opened up their second video that they had ever posted, I discovered that they had also posted it on that same day, and this video got over 3 million views. But unfortunately, there is something that I do have to note. Currently, the TikTok Creativity Beta is not open to all countries. Most of my viewers who are based in the USA and UK are fine, but sadly some, including me here in New Zealand, do get excluded. And so because of that, if you're interested in this, I want to show you an alternative way that you can make money that is eligible for most people living in countries around the world, and that is with ClickBank. So then, let's now take a look at step 2, how to earn money from affiliate commissions. So if you don't know what affiliate marketing is, I will very quickly explain it. You see, I have this video here on TikTok. It teaches how to create stickers using Canva. Well, Canva has an affiliate program, which is otherwise known as a referral program. When you join it, you get a referral URL like mine here. This is also called an affiliate link. When somebody clicks on this and then signs up for Canva, I get a commission. So inside of my TikTok profile, I have a link which takes you to a Linktree page, which contains, of course, a button that takes you to my Canva affiliate link. It is a simple yet effective strategy that I use. My affiliate programs I promote combined bring in well over $100,000 a year in commissions. Now, obviously, I choose to use tutorial videos to bring in my niche traffic, but quiz videos are another very effective way that you can do that too. Case in point, take a look at this trivia quiz TikTok account, Real Conversation Series. This account is just 2 months old, and so it's really new, and they make quiz videos aimed at a very specific niche viewer, people that are learning how to speak English. And as you can see, their videos are super basic videos. And, well, like me, they also have a URL in their TikTok bio, which when you click takes you to a link tree with referral links and affiliate links to English learning courses and ebooks. And here's the thing, right? The reason why I love this form of monetization on TikTok so much is because, as I said, it's available for most countries around the world. Because you can find products to promote with high-paying affiliate commissions through this website here, ClickBank. Registration is really quick and it's available in almost all countries. The only country that I know is excluded is Nigeria. So then, let's now move on to step 3, generating trivia quizzes for free with ChatGPT. If you do have the paid version of ChatGPT, you can use it as well, but honestly, the free version works great for this. So all you've got to do to get started is to come and ask it to create however many quiz questions that you want and pick a topic like, say, geography that you want it to generate them for. Usually ChatGPT will do what it did here and come up with questions with 3 or 4 multi-choice answers for you, which can be great on its own, but a prompt that you probably want to know about is the difficulty prompt. Because let's be honest, some of these questions are kind of basic. I do think that most people probably know that Antarctica is the southernmost continent in the world. So if you would like to niche down to target, say, geography nerds, you might want to make this a little bit more difficult for them. And so instead what you can do is you can ask it to create quiz questions for you and prompt it to say that you only want questions from people that have an intermediary or expert level of knowledge, and specify that you don't want basic questions, and that is what ChatGPT created for me here. It skipped coming up with basic easy questions and only focused on questions that are a bit more challenging, such as this question that it generated here. What is the capital city of Australia? Now, in my personal experience, people that don't live in Australasia or are not geography nerds often get this question wrong. Usually, most people answer that the capital is Sydney. I know that I first of all just assumed that it would be Sydney, when in reality, the answer is actually Canberra. And another prompt that's very helpful to know is the style prompt. You can ask ChatGPT to generate different styles of quizzes for you. Alright, so gone ahead, you've created your quiz questions. Let's turn them into a video, which means that it's time for us to move on to step 4, create trivia quiz videos with Canva. So let's be honest, if you are a long-time subscriber of this channel, you will know I am obsessed with Canva. But if you're new here and don't know what it is, Canva is one of the cheapest and easiest to use design apps available. Using Canva, you can create both pictures and you can create videos. I'll have a link to where you can get a free 30-day trial to the Canva Pro account in the video description below. Please note that is an affiliate link. Using it is optional, but it's always appreciated, so thank you if you choose to use it. So once you have created your account, just sign in, and then inside of your dashboard, select to create a mobile video. Now, there is a feature in Canva that's going to make this much faster, and that is the template feature. So inside of the templates, just search for quiz videos, and you'll find that there are a huge range of different pre-built templates that Canva and other users have created that you are allowed to use as a base for your video. So go ahead and choose a template that fits the aesthetic of your niche. But the truth is we're gonna go ahead and customize this a lot, so it probably doesn't really matter whichever one that you pick. So I went ahead and just chose this template, and I clicked to apply it to both pages. Each section of the quiz gets split into 2 video pages. One page is the question screen, and then the other video page is the answer screen. So to start, I came and modified the title of my question. I changed it to instead say geography quiz. You can change it to whatever title that you like. You can also change the colors, fonts, sizes of text, and you can move the elements around. And then I just switched out my question that ChatGPT had generated for me. To change a text box, just double click on it and now you can edit the text inside of it. So I updated the question and then I went ahead and I changed each of the answers to be an answer that ChatGPT had come up with. Now, one of the reasons why I'm personally obsessed with Canva is because of the fact that it has millions of visual elements such as photos or graphics installed in its library. So we're going to use these to customize our background. So to do that, first just click on the background picture and then click the delete button. Then come and click on elements and type in what you want your background to be. And then you can just select photos and choose a photo that you like. Then on your canvas, drag and drop it at the corners and make sure that it fills the entire screen. Then, with your photo selected, click the position button and then click on layers and drag your photo to be all the way down the layers to the very bottom so that it is behind all of your other visual elements. And now you have your photo as the background. So now we just need to go and apply these customizations to our answer page as well. So start off by dragging your cursor on the title text and elements, grouping them all together, and then select to copy these elements. Then click on the second page on your timeline and then delete each of the title elements on it. Next, come and paste the title elements that you copied before, and they should be copied in the exact same place. You'll then need to click the animate button and select to clear the animations. And then go ahead and change the question to be your question. And then next, what you want to do is you want to switch around the answers so that the correct answer is in the spot that matches the first video page that you made before. So for me, I placed the correct answer in the B option, and so that is where I shifted it to. And I also updated the text on each of the answers to match the same text as the previous video page as well. And of course, we need to change the background to match as well. So come back to the first page and select the background and click to copy it. Then come back to the second page and then paste in the picture and then click position and come to layers and place your image behind the text and quiz elements like you did before. And now they match. And check out how cool it looks. Our video starts off by having our question pop up on screen along with the answers, and then after 5 seconds the correct answer is then shown to the viewer animated. Now we just need to come in and add in our AI voiceover, and as a special treat I'm going to show you how to get the exact same AI voiceover that all of the other viral TikTok accounts are using. So just come and click on apps and then type in AI voiceover. Then click on the app titled Voiceover. It is made by Autopilot, and then select to open the app. And then just type in the quiz question into the script. And this is important, make sure that Adam Deep Male is selected from the speakers. Now, you don't have to select Adam, obviously, and you might not choose to, especially if your quiz is aimed directly at women, but if you want to use the exact same voice that most of these quiz videos are using, this is literally it.
This one is something I've been thinking about starting myself. And that's because businesses are constantly on the lookout for ways to enhance their online presence. But often they get stuck. They need content that resonates with their audience, a strategy that aligns with the needs of their audience, and also analytics that inform the decisions that they make. And because of that, many times these tasks become overwhelming. And that is why I think you could consider starting an AI social media agency. Let me explain. With AI tools at your fingertips, you can craft personalized content, schedule posts with precision, and analyze engagements to refine the strategy that you have for that particular brand. Obviously, this is not about posting pictures or anything else. It's about creating engagement and connections and building audiences to develop the brands that you work with. And the reason why I believe this is such a great opportunity is because a recent study shows that businesses are willing to invest heavily in social media management in order for them to stay relevant and competitive. And here's a great example that I hope will give you a better understanding of what I have in mind. There's a company called Brand Boost AI. They're a startup that leveraged AI to 4x, quadruple engagement for a series of small businesses within a couple months. By using AI to understand audience preferences, they were able to create tailored content that hit the mark every time, leading to a significant increase in both engagement and ROI. Their success story was featured in TechCrunch some time ago, and I believe it is a great example of the potential of this opportunity.
Selling stickers. Now, this particular seller on Etsy has only been selling since 2020, so about 3 years. Since then, they've sold over 196,000 stickers and have earned over $1.1 million just over the past 3 years, which comes out to a whopping $366,000 per year, or about $34,650 per month. I mean, could you just imagine for a second how different your life could look if you had an extra $34,000 per month in income? Now, at this point, you're probably wondering, that's great, Joshua, but how exactly can I do this for myself? Well, the first thing you'll need to do is actually create the sticker designs. And we're gonna do this by using a completely free AI program called Midjourney to do all the design work for us. Midjourney is a text-to-image generator that will convert simple text descriptions into full-blown images. And we're gonna use it to create an unlimited number of sticker designs for you that are completely copyright-free. Now, these are just a few examples of sticker designs that the AI has created for us. And all I'm doing is typing in different prompts of the types of stickers that I want. Now, maybe you're thinking to yourself, yeah, but I don't even know what types of stickers I want the AI to create. And for this, we're gonna use another AI called ChatGPT. Now, all we're gonna do is just type into ChatGPT, give me descriptive ideas for sticker designs. And as you'll see, ChatGPT will begin writing out a response and giving different ideas. And so now we can take something like a cat playing video games, type that into Midjourney, making sure that we add the word sticker into the description. And as you can see, we'll get some pretty incredible results. And you can play around with this prompt as much as you want. For example, we could try adding in the word cute into the prompt, and the sticker designs that the AI will generate will be completely different just based off of that one word. Or we could change the word cat for some other animal, like maybe a fox. And maybe we want the fox doing something else, like instead of playing video games, perhaps the fox is reading a book. Now, it's one thing to come up with sticker designs, but now you actually have to sell them. And there's really two different ways to go about this. The first way is by using some type of print-on-demand company to print and ship the stickers for you. Or if you wanted to retain as much of the profit as possible, you could just print the stickers out yourself at home and ship them yourself. And this process is actually a lot easier than you probably think. The only thing that you'll need is a regular printer. You'll also need an electronic cutting machine, which sounds way more complicated and expensive than it actually is. And finally, some cheap sticker paper. Now, with the tools that I just mentioned, I managed to create all these stickers right here by myself with literally no experience. And to be fully transparent with you, I didn't even use the electronic cutting machine. I hand cut all of these by myself. And these are all stickers that the AI created. Do you recognize these cats? These all started off as just a prompt, and now they're actual physical stickers that I can go peel off and put on a water bottle or something. And as you can see, these stickers are incredibly high quality and legitimate. And folks, this is not hard to do at all. And then in terms of actually shipping these stickers to your customers, I would recommend using some type of rigid mailer. You can actually buy them on Amazon for about 27 cents per mailer, and these will ensure that the stickers don't bend during shipping. And then printing out a label using Etsy's shipping label tool, assuming that you're using Etsy to sell your stickers. And to actually print the label, you can either use just plain printing paper, just print out the label, cut it out, and then use tape to stick it onto your envelope. Or you can just buy some of these super cheap adhesive labels so that you can stick the label onto your envelope without needing tape. You'll also want to be sure to print out the packing slip and include it within your envelope as well. Another option for selling these stickers is by using a print-on-demand company. And in both scenarios, whether you're just printing them out yourself or using a print-on-demand website, selling your stickers on Etsy will be the best option.
An AI automation expert. What this is somebody that is an expert at these softwares like Zapier, Make.com, or Airtable. What essentially they do is they take a look at your entire business and your processes, and they see if you have, let's say, 100 processes to do this entire task. They see, how can we shorten that in half by making AI do the work? If you don't know already, businesses want to save money. And the best way to save money is to automate work to AI. Since we're fairly new in the AI space and market is only about 12 months old, you can go into a bunch of businesses and find a lot of waste, a lot of wasted processes, a lot of wasted communication, and you can automate that and become a lot faster? What if, for example, it could do your entire job? That's literally what an automation expert is supposed to do. Build systems and processes to make that happen. So how you actually make that into your side hustle is you do have to contact a bunch of companies, get them on a call. I recommend using something like an automatic CRM cold outreach system or a LinkedIn system as well to find connections and get them onto a Zoom call. And then you're gonna do the pitch. If this 17 hours saves you $10,000 per week within your team, you can obviously pay me $2,000, which is a tried and true pitching strategy for time management. Learn Zapier, learn Airgram, learn Make. It literally takes you a week to become proficient in it. If you just go all in, testing, figuring things out, failing and learning fast, you don't need expertise from before. Literally, that's a broke mentality. You can literally learn anything in a matter of minutes through YouTube videos, tutorials, guides, and everything like that.
Resume creation services. Now, of course, resumes, it's a less sexy side hustle or business idea, but this is something that's always in demand, and it presents a lot of lucrative opportunities when you combine it with AI. If we search up resume on Fiverr, we can see there are a lot of people offering these types of resume services. And when you do this correctly and scale using AI to make the whole process a lot more efficient, that's when you can really start making a lot of money. Not only can you create resumes and cover letters for other people, you can also offer resume consulting services. And all these are very high value skills that people are willing to pay a lot of money for. Now you might be wondering, how does this actually relate to AI? Well, let me show you guys how you guys can use AI to really kickstart this business and facilitate your services. And later on, I'll tell you guys how you can really niche down so that you can actually charge even more money. For example, take a look at this one. They're going to revise your engineering resume as a tech recruiter, and they charge at least $250. All right, so I have ChatGPT opened up right here. And the thing that a lot of people don't realize is that ChatGPT can write a resume better than almost any human out there. It uses NLP, natural language processing, to learn and train itself on how to write the best possible resumes. And so essentially, we can prompt ChatGPT to help us write a resume, given a bunch of information. And that information is going to be the person's current resume, what type of job they're applying for, and other important information like that. So you can start with something like this. I'd like you to help me write an effective and great resume. Please tell me what information you need from me. Okay, so as you can see, ChatGPT tells me I need to enter in the contact information. This is optional, a resume objective or summary, work experience, education, skills, achievements, projects and publications if applicable, and a bunch of other optional stuff. So essentially what you guys can do is collect this information from your clients, plug it all in, and ChatGPT will generate a great resume for you. Another way you guys can do this is actually input the current resume for someone and ask ChatGPT to offer suggestions and improvements to that existing resume. So if you want to do resume consulting or editing services, then ChatGPT can really facilitate that and make your job a lot easier. In terms of marketing, you'll want to really create valuable content, post it on social media, and with that free content, you'll start to generate an audience. That can lead to a lot of organic sales, or you guys can go the route where you just list on Fiverr or Upwork and get clients that way. But yeah, this is a very, very high paying skill that's gonna be in demand for a long time. And as you guys can see, using AI to build that first draft for you or offer you suggestions, that's gonna make this a super doable side hustle for any one of you guys watching this, even if you don't have that much experience with resumes. When done right, I think you can easily be able to make $1,000 or more per day.
Captioning. Videos nowadays features captions more than ever to increase accessibility and hold your short attention span. Therefore, captioning is in big demand. On Fiverr, revenue can range from $10 to $60 per video based on its length. Captioning with AI is incredibly quick. After creating a video project on CapCut and placing a video onto the timeline, click Captions, then Auto Captions. Immediately, AI will caption the entire video for you. You can then review the captions to fix any errors, and you're good to export. Some opportunities to upsell include offering different fonts and styles, in and out animations, and translations in multiple languages. Of course, make sure you know the language you're translating to, or else things may not come out right. You can offer your captioning services on Fiverr, but what I suggest is directly reaching out to potential clients. Look for small to medium-sized content creators and podcasters, businesses that post webinars and interviews, and real estate agents that post real estate videos. If you can strike up some long-term partnerships, you'll set yourself up for some good money. For difficulty, I'm gonna rate captioning 1 out of 5 sweat drops. For earning potential, I'm gonna rate it 2 out of 5 stacks. Number 4, product photos. Speaking of clothing earlier, other types of products need photos as well. Businesses are particularly looking to add that classic white background to their raw product photos. That's where you come in. In CapCut's online photo editor, you can upload a raw photo of a product and click Remove Background on the side. By toggling on auto removal, AI will automatically cut out the background. It's as easy as that. On Fiverr, people are adding white backgrounds for $5 per photo. Makes sense for just a couple seconds of work. Now, another way to make money with product photos is to do the opposite and offer detailed backgrounds. Heading back to CapCut, I'm gonna click on Apps and then the Change Background tool. I'm gonna upload my raw product photo and select one of the many different background options. When selecting one, CapCut will actually analyze your product and generate a custom AI background that interacts with it. You're gonna be able to charge more than $5 for this. If you really wanna make money with product photos, you'll need to work with businesses that don't even have photos to send you in the first place. Back in university, one of my main side hustles was product photography. I freelanced for a company that made product development hardware and would go to their office every few months to take photos. Click by click, I would cut out the backgrounds using Photoshop. It took hours, but I made over $100 every time. Over the years, thousands. With AI now, you can do what I did, but in seconds. For difficulty, I'm gonna rate product photos 2 out of 5 sweat drops. The editing is effortless with AI, but if you're gonna take product photos yourself, you're gonna need to know a bit about photography. For earning potential, I'm gonna rate it 3 out of 5 stacks. There's definitely money in this.
This channel here, On Point Fresh, who regularly gets hundreds of thousands of views on their videos, never shows their face, and even has entire videos where for minutes at a time, they are literally just showing text on a black screen. And this channel consistently earns over $10,000 per month, not even including the sponsorships that they do on their video. Plus, nowadays, thanks to AI, there are tools out there that will allow you to enter a simple prompt and turn that prompt into full, ready-to-post videos that literally anybody can do. And once you've started posting enough videos, you'll start earning what's called recurring income, which is just another fancy way of saying passive income. And the best part is that you can start this business from basically anywhere in the world with $20 and a little bit of time. And so here's the exact process step by step. You'll first start off by writing a text prompt into ChatGPT using a tool called Video Maker by InVideo AI. It'll then take that prompt and convert it into a full video, at which point you can make edits to this video to further add your personal touch to it. You'll then make sure that you properly package the video, which on YouTube is just another way of saying coming up with a good title and thumbnail. At which point you can post the videos on YouTube and wait for the views and the money to start rolling in. And what's really great about this side hustle is that AI will do most of the work for us. Now, before you go out there and start making a bunch of random faceless YouTube videos that don't get any views, it's first really important that you know what types of faceless videos actually do get views. And the way that we're gonna research this is by taking a look at real channels that never show their face, use a ton of stock footage in their videos, or use clips that they themselves didn't have to create and can still make money while doing this, preferably over $10,000 or more per month. And the first channel that meets this criteria is this channel right here, Brightside. So this channel has 44 million subscribers and gets on average 43 million views per month on their channel. And according to Social Blade, they're making as much as $174,000 per month. And if you actually go and take a look at some of their top performing videos, which have tens of millions of views, many of them are just using stock footage with really basic text. And even the voices that are being used in these videos almost kind of sound like AI voices, which leads me to believe that they aren't even recording the voices themselves. And recently, because of the rise of AI, these AI generated voices have gotten massively better than what they were even just a couple of years ago. And this is great because the tool that you'll use to make these videos does have realistic sounding AI voices. And so let's talk about the tools. So I'm using a GPT from the official ChatGPT store, which just launched not that long ago. And this GPT is called Video Maker by InVideo. Now, you do technically need a ChatGPT Plus plan to use this tool, but if you don't want to pay for a ChatGPT Plus subscription, there is a different way to go about this. Instead of using ChatGPT, you would instead go directly to InVideo AI. You would then sign up for free using either a Google or Apple account, or just using your email address. And when you type in your email, InVideo AI will then send a 6-digit code to your email that you'll then use to log in. Now, when you're just getting started, you can use InVideo AI for free just to kind of get a feel for it and see if it's something that you actually want to do. But if you do plan on posting videos to YouTube or TikTok or wherever, you will have to upgrade to a plan which will allow you to export your videos without any watermarks. And the plan that I would recommend for most people is the Plus plan, which only costs $20 per month. But now it's time to actually create some videos. And so from ChatGPT or directly within InVideo AI's interface, you would start off by typing in a simple prompt. And so let's just say, for example, that I wanted to make a video for my channel that was similar to the channel that we talked about earlier, Brightside. And I wanted to make a video specifically about the benefits of drinking water. Well, I can start typing in here, create a YouTube video about the benefits of drinking water. And the AI will generate a video for us that is honestly pretty good. But when it comes to AI, like generally speaking, the more detailed your prompt is, the better your results will be. And so I'm actually going to come back into ChatGPT and give our prompt a little bit more detail. And so we'll stick with this original text here, create a YouTube video about the benefits of drinking water, but then I'll add to it, keep the language in the video super simple and easy to understand. Also, make the video at least 10 minutes long. Make the background music be uplifting and fun, and occasionally add subtitles to the bottom of the video when stating facts. And so now we've given the AI significantly more details, and so the results should be a lot better. So let's go ahead and take a look at it.
Feeling sluggish and low on energy? Water might just be the pick-me-up you need. It helps carry oxygen to the cells in our body, providing the necessary fuel for energy production. So the next time fatigue sets in, instead of reaching for that cup of coffee, consider grabbing a glass of water. And let's not forget about our brain.
And so this is great, right? And these types of videos have already been proven to work and get a ton of views on YouTube. But let's just say, for example, that you wanted to make some changes to this video. You wanted to go ahead and edit the video a little bit more to add your own personal touch to it. Well, within InVideo AI, you would sign up for a free account if you haven't done so already. And once that video was loaded into InVideo AI's dashboard, what you would do is come down here to the box that says edit. And when you click that button, this new window right here will open up that gives you the option to edit the video a few different ways. And so let's just say, for example, that you didn't like this clip right here within the video that the AI chose, and you wanted to replace that clip with your own custom clip. Well, what you could do is head over to a website like pexels.com, click the drop down right here and change it to videos, and then search for something pertaining to water or like health and fitness. And so if we were to search for drinking water and then hit enter, you'll see that we get over 52,000 videos that match the search term drinking water. We can then download one of these videos completely free, head back into the InVideo AI editor and upload that video, at which point InVideo will automatically replace the clip for you. And keep in mind, okay, you don't have to just use videos. You can also use images. And there are several different resources that you can use completely free to find a nearly unlimited amount of videos and images. You can also search for images and videos right here using the built-in search bar.
Funnily enough, this is actually one of the first side hustles that I used back in the day to make my first $10,000 online, and that is the world of Etsy print on demand, which in simple terms is this drop shipping mug. What's great about this side hustle is that you don't need any design skills or any previous experience, as we now have access to some of the most powerful AI tools that mankind has ever seen. Regular everyday people are selling mugs that they use AI to create to make 5 to 6 figures per mug that they upload to their shop. And the best part about this is that the masses are yet to tap into this side hustle, meaning that there's plenty of space for newbies like yourself to make a lot of money with this. By the end of this video, I'll show you how you can make a mug very similar to this and start generating some passive income, just like how this seller is doing. Now, this whole process is very easy. It starts by using a text-to-image AI to create the image for the mug. The one that we're going to be using today is Midjourney. And if you're unfamiliar with how this works, you give the AI a prompt which tells it exactly what type of image you want. And after you give it just a minute to generate, it will then create you a brand new original artwork from scratch. Once you're done with this, you will then need to add the design to the mug. For this, we're going to use one of the biggest and most trusted suppliers out there, and that is Gelato. They offer tons of different mug options that you can sell. Here are some examples right now that you can see on my screen. As you look through here, you'll be able to see the different options that you can choose from. And if you take a closer look right here, you can see that all of these mugs are extremely affordable, meaning that your profit margins will be very high. So to get started here, let's begin by setting up our shop. In order to do this, you just need to simply head over to www.𝗖𝗿𝗃.com and create an account for yourself. This is 100% free, by the way. Scroll down all the way to the bottom of the page and click on where it says sell on Etsy. From here, you can just enter your email address to create a brand new account, or just simply just sign in with Google or Facebook. The next thing that you're going to need is a print-on-demand supplier to automate this entire business for you. And as I stated earlier, the one that I recommend for you is Gelato, as this is the one that I've used in the past, and some of the biggest, most popular sellers are using Gelato. Once you're logged into your Gelato account, you'll be able to seamlessly connect your Etsy store to Gelato with just a simple click of a button, just like this. So now when customers go to your Etsy store and they make a purchase, the whole process is automated. They make a purchase, they buy one of your mugs, Gelato gets a notification, they print your design onto the mug and sends it directly to the customers. Alright guys, so at this point we should have our Etsy account set up and our Gelato account set up, ready to go, right? The next key essential thing that I mentioned earlier is actually getting your designs right. Now, in order to do this, we need to start off by doing a little bit of market research. And when I say market research, we're not going to be here for hours analyzing data. This shouldn't take you more than 5 to 10 minutes to do. We don't want to do any guesswork right here. We want to know exactly what designs are doing well, and we want to replicate them or change them up in our own way to appeal to the customers that are already buying mugs on Etsy. The easiest way that I know how to do this is by going over to Etsy and just simply typing in mugs. So as you can see, I've done this right here, and a lot of different designs on Etsy are showing up on my screen. If you take a closer look at the top left of each design, you can see whether they're popular right now or if the designs are a bestseller. So as you scroll through the list here, just keep an eye out for the one that say bestsellers, as these are the most popular designs that are doing well on the platform. So I found this mug right here, which has a really cool mock-up designs. It really stands out from all the other listing, as soon as I hover over it, there's like a 3D animation. And now I want you to keep this in mind for when you're going to do your mock-ups later on, as this is going to be very crucial. You want your designs to stand out, and hopefully you have a design that says bestsellers next to it like this, right? What's amazing about this design here is that this is completely easy to make, especially when we're using the AI tools that I've showed you. And you have a few options that you can go with. There's an abundance of them on the market, but the main two that I like to use is Midjourney or Stable Diffusion. For today's tutorial, I'm going to be using Midjourney, as I really like this one, and they have a lot of cool features that have come out recently. If you want to use any of the other ones on the market, feel free to, but for today's tutorial, this is the one we're going to go with. One little caveat that I must mention is that to get started with Midjourney, you will need a Discord account. So I'm going to leave a video down below to one of my previous videos about print on demand that you can watch and follow along with to set up your Midjourney account. I'm just going to, leave it there to save some time in this video. But once you're on the screen, this is where you'll be able to generate your design for your mug. Now at this point, what you guys need to do is actually head over to the Discord app, which is where we're going to be accessing Midjourney's platform that we can use to generate our images for the mugs. Once you're over onto Discord, it should take you to a page that looks like this, and it's going to give you some brief instructions on how to use the Midjourney program to generate the images, right? So if you're a beginner, you can pause the video right here and just have a quick read at this, but it's pretty simple and straightforward. So for instance, if we head over to Newbie 2 and we right click on Midjourney bot, all you have to do is just click on message, then it'll open up your own private message where you'll be able to generate any image that you want. Now in my case, we're actually going to be replicating the design I just showed you earlier to create a mug design. So all you have to do right here is just type in imagine. Then after that, you just simply enter the prompt that you want to give to the AI so it can create your image. A prompt is simply just a description of what you want the AI bot to create. Let me show you guys an example. So simply just put / and then you're going to select imagine, which is the prompt, and then just paste your prompt. For my prompt, I've simply asked the AI bot to design a mug that is all about good vibes or positive quotes on it, right? Now, the main thing I want you guys to remember is that we want a design that's going to wrap around, right? We want a design that we can fit onto a mug, so it needs to be in a specific dimension. So what we want to do right here is add an extra little section to the prompt, and we're going to say make it 15:7 aspect ratio. And then just like that, all you need to do is just hit enter, and it's going to start to generate within a few seconds and give you some images that you can use for your mug. What I've just shown you guys is just an example of a prompt that you can use, but what I recommend you do is just experiment, keep trying different prompts, keep trying different ideas until you get an image that you're looking for. So as you guys can see, this is what the AI generator has come up with. It's given me a few different designs that I can use for the mug, right? The only problem is that AI is actually giving me a mug design, and that's not what we want for this project. Instead, we want a canvas similar to this so that we can use it when we go to upload it onto Gelato. So once you have your designs, all you need to do is click on upscale, right? So it's U4 to upscale the fourth image, U3, U2, and so on. So you decide which image you want, then you're going to click on upscale, and then from here you'll be able to save it directly to your computer, just like how you would save any image off the internet. Midjourney is an absolutely amazing tool that can create wonders for you. Only thing is that you have to give it the right instructions. So just like how I added the aspect ratio, the specific stuff that I wanted in the image, that's how you have to do, right? You have to be very precise with the AI so it can create what you're looking for. Once you're happy with everything and you've tweaked it just the way you like, and you saved your image to the computer, you'll be ready to move it to the next step, which is what I'm going to show you how to upload it onto your mug. And then from there, the process of getting it from Gelato onto Etsy so you can start generating sales. And at the end of the video, don't forget, guys, I'm going to give you an absolute key that you can use to market and make tons of sales, so make sure you stay tuned. Now, carrying on here, uploading our designs, what we need to do is head over to Gelato. You should have your account set up by now if you've been following along this tutorial. And from here, you're either going to go to the product catalog or you're going to go to the personalized studio. Now, a quick mention for the personalized studio. This is a feature that essentially allows you to sell customizable products. So similar to this listing I showed you earlier, if you use the personalized studio feature on Gelato, you'll be able to upload your designs here, but the customers will be able to edit it on the design on Etsy. So for instance, if they want to change the color of the mug to black or to gray or maybe to red, they can do that. And also they can change the name or any quotes that are on the mug itself. So this is a super amazing feature that Gelato has built in that's directly connected to Etsy. So if you wanted to create something similar to this is the mug that made over 180K, you can also create something like this. Now heading back over to Gelato, because we've actually used AI to create our designs, what we want to do is just click into the product catalog, and then we're going to scroll down and select on mugs. Once we selected mugs, we can have a look through here at exactly what type of mug we want to create. So you can just take your time and have a look through not only the mug itself, but you want to look at the different countries that it ships to, and also the price point that they're shipping at. By this point, your store should be connected to Etsy. If it's not, you just want to click on the stores right here, and then you're just going to click on Etsy, and then it should directly integrate with Etsy. From here, your store should show up at the top similar to this, and it should say active. And what you want to do is click on add a product, right? And then we're going to click on single product. From here, you're going to click on mugs once again, and then select the one that you want. I'm just going to go with this one, which is the white ceramic mug, as not only is this going to suit my design well, but it's also available in 21 countries and it's only around $6. Once you're here, all you want to do is just follow the steps that Gelato takes you through. So it's going to take you through this step where you upload your image, then it's going to take you to your mockup section. So for example, for the design that I'm using, all I'm going to do is just drag and drop the design from my computer into this section. And here you can see it's very user friendly and drag and drop. You can just move this around any which way you want. You can drag it out so it fits the entire cup just like this. So as I told you guys, if you have a pattern, it will be easy to position the cup exactly how you want it. I'm just going to do it like this just to show you guys. And then next we want to continue to our mockups. Bear in mind guys, this is just a tutorial to show you guys a brief understanding of how this looks. You want to take your time and make sure you're happy with how the mug looks. So right here we can see some examples of our mockups, and this is essentially what the customers on Etsy is going to see when they go to make a purchase. What I recommend for you guys, if you want to make the most amount of sales, is what I said earlier. Go on the actual listings themselves on Etsy of the cups that are doing well and model from how they're doing their mockups. All the mockups that are doing well on Etsy really stand out and it grabs the user's attention, and that is what I recommend you doing. In terms of getting mockups, there's many free places online that you can do a little search on Google. What I like to do is come onto Etsy itself and type in mockups for whatever design I'm doing. So that's what I recommend for you as well. Just come on Etsy and find some mockups. It should be around $5 to $10, but this is just a small investment for your business. From here, once you're happy with your mockup and you're happy with your design, you just want to continue to the details. And as I showed you guys earlier, you want to make sure your title, your description, your tags, everything like that is looking good, and you want to also model this off the successful listings. I'm not going to waste too much time here as I've already went over this, but once you're happy with this, you just want to click onto the right and continue with the pricing. Now 𝗧cie has a great feature where it shows you how to price your products, right? So it'll show you like the mock-up price and you know how much your profit margins are. So you just want to experiment with this. You want to put your prices up and down, see what 𝗧cie's recommending for you to do. But also another good thing is to actually go back onto Etsy and see how much these cups and these different mugs are selling for, and then you can maybe put your price just below or a little bit over depending on the type of design that you're selling. Once you're happy with everything, you just click continue to review. It's going to show you the retail price of your mug, and it's going to show you exactly how much profit. So in this case, for every mug that I sell, I'm going to be making around $9 to $10 profit, which is amazing. If I even wanted to ramp it up a bit, I could get like $11, $12, but it's completely up to you. From here, once you hit publish, this is going to go directly to your store, just like how you can see on the screen right now, and it's going to go on Etsy as an unlisted product. From there, what you want to do is go back over to Etsy, double check that everything's good, and then you want to hit publish. Once that happens, people will be able to see your designs. It will be live on the Etsy platform and people will be able to purchase, leave their comments, and the whole process is automated by 𝗧cie, which is the beauty of this entire business. This is probably one of the most straightforward, easy business models there is online, and all that's left for me is to tell you guys one of the best ways to market, which I'm going to show you right now. Now, last but not least, getting customers and marketing our mugs. Now, as I said, this is the most crucial part of this tutorial because this is essentially how you're going to make money with this business model. The great thing about this is that Etsy has over 600 million active users that are purchasing, you know, different mugs and different products on this platform constantly. So without even going out there and spending ads or doing any sort of marketing outside of the platform, you'll be able to make your first couple of sales, right? But if you're someone that wants to scale up, what you can use is actually Etsy ads. This is what some of the biggest sellers are doing on the platform to make this passive income every month. So here's what I suggest for you. If you're just starting out, just keep on posting as many designs, get your first couple sales with the organic traffic. But once you're confident enough and you've got a good amount of revenue coming in from this business, I recommend that you reinvest this money into Etsy ads, right? This is going to be how you're going to scale up to the 100K plus per year. And this is how all the most successful Etsy sellers are doing this.
People are making thousands of dollars in passive income every month selling videos edited with the help of AI.
Here is how you can make $150 in 15 minutes.
Here is how this channel makes over $36,000 a month.
This is how you make $10,000 a month.
We're using AI in seconds.
This is true AI video editing.
Can you believe this?
But is this actually possible, and how much work does it require? Well, I'm going to put this to the test myself by making and selling my own promotional videos, and I reckon I'm the perfect candidate as I've never edited a video in my entire life. The first thing on my list is crucial: market research. Looking at Fiverr, I can immediately see there's a lot of competition in the promotional video space. A lot of people would see this as a bad sign and give up before even starting, but I actually see this as a positive thing, as many of these sellers have lots of reviews, which means they're clearly making sales. Something that really stands out to me is the huge gap in prices. Some sellers are pricing their videos at $10 while others are pricing theirs at $2,500 for a single promotional video. I'd like to think I can do better than the lower level sellers, so I'm going to start selling my videos for $50. As a beginner starting out, I need to create some sort of promotional video that I can attach to my advertisement on websites like Fiverr to showcase what I can do. So let's sign into InVideo and start editing something together. This seems like the easiest tool to use for beginners, and it's completely online. So all I need is my laptop. This platform has thousands of video templates and millions of royalty-free video clips. First things first, I need a template, as I'm a long way from expert status and I can't really start projects from scratch just yet. So I'm going to click templates here and find something suitable. Now, this looks pretty good, so let's use this one. The template's great, but the text is all wrong. So let's work on getting that changed. Now that is looking a little bit better. I'm going to click on videos and search social media, which has brought up loads of suitable stock footage that I can play around with and insert into my template. Now it's just a case of chopping and changing a few things around, but obviously ensuring that the footage I'm using makes sense to potential customers. Here's a quick look at the final product. I think for my first try, that was all right, wasn't it? I'm going to create a listing on Fiverr. I want to make this very clear. We're not being sponsored by Fiverr, but we probably should be. We've mentioned them enough. So as I already have a Fiverr account, I'm going to log in, and from the drop-down menu, I'm going to select seller. And let's pick the video editing category. For the title, I'm just going to steal one that's working well for a seller that's currently on the platform, because if it's not broken, why fix it? So let's go with, I will create a commercial sales video, promotional marketing video ad. Like, that makes complete grammatical sense, but who am I to judge if it works? Now I'm going to add some metadata, as having the right tags is very important if we want people to find us. Video editing, video post-production and corporate video editing should do the trick. Now for setting the price. Let's go with $49, as it's a bit on the lower end, but it also leaves room for a bit of profit. Right, I'll upload that video we just created together to hopefully draw some eyeballs to our gig, and also get ChatGPT to write us a nice description to add to the listing. AI is just so useful for this kind of thing. We need to stand out, so I'm going to set a 1-day delivery time and allow my customers to make unlimited revisions. Now let's see if we can make some sales. Well, it's been a couple of days now since we published our gig, and we've had no bites, not even a single inquiry. This leaves me with two options. Option 1, quit. Option 2, get creative. You guys know me, of course I'm getting creative. So here's the plan. I've noticed that all the people making sales have 5-star reviews, and as I'm a new seller, potential customers don't trust me. So I've got someone to agree to buy my gig so I can make a promotional video for them. Before you comment saying I'm a faker and unsubscribe, listen up, because this is actually a very common strategy, especially on platforms like these. This will help boost my gig in the algorithm, hopefully leading to me getting some real sales. The first video I'm going to make is for Chris, who runs a business called Discord Builders. He's been my community manager now for a couple of years. On that note, if you didn't know already, I have a Discord and it's free to join. I'll leave the link below. The first thing I need to do is find a template. So I'm going to go up here and search website development. I know it's technically not the right one, but I think this will bring up the templates that look tech-based. I'm going to go with the Easy Website Makers template, as I think it fits the theme well. Now for some AI magic. I'm going to go to ChatGPT and type in the following prompt. Create a concise promo script for a Discord community building service. They specialize in crafting and managing online communities for people seeking connection and engagement. The script should be brief, under 30 seconds, with short and engaging sentences, simple language, and a witty tone. The video will rely on text, music, and video clips. No spoken dialogue is needed. Begin with a compelling problem statement and conclude with a strong call to action to explore the Discord building services available. You know what they say about enough monkeys? Well, I've just written the works of Shakespeare there. I'll leave this prompt in the description below, so all you have to do is adapt the language slightly if you want to use it. Now let's jump back onto InVideo and replace all the placeholder text with what ChatGPT has given us. We might need to adjust the font size, color, and text animations, but that's pretty simple stuff. Now that's looking nice. Now we have to replace the media. Luckily, Chris has given me some assets to use, so I can start dragging and dropping those into the timeline. The last step is often overlooked by a lot of people, and it's replacing the placeholder logo. It's so important you don't forget to do this. Hopefully your customer has provided their logo. If they don't have one, then you can always use a free AI tool like the Wix logo maker. Here's a sneak peek at the finished version. Raise our price from $49 to $99 and hopefully get our first real paying customer. So it's been a few days since I upped my prices and I've got some great news. We've made some sales. Well, it's only one sale, but I'm excited nevertheless. Okay, this is interesting and definitely not what I was expecting. It's a promotional video for a caravan and static home park that wants to showcase their facilities to potential customers and increase conversion. What I like about this job is not only can I use stock footage and templates on InVideo, but the client has actually sent me some of their own footage, including drone shots. This should allow me to create something really cool. I'm going to use the same step-by-step process I did before for the Discord Builder promo video, so let's fast forward this part. And I've got to say, I'm pretty happy. I might even have to add Pro Video Editor to my Instagram bio.